Throw those A's in the chat, man. Throw those A's in the chat if you can hear me talk. My goodness. What the heck is going on? Who the heck is short selling Arca? Who did it? I saw you did it. You. It was Bob. It was Jeff, Susan, John, Mark Roach. I saw you guys do it to me. Let's throw some tunes on, man, and find out why in the world this is happening, right? We're going to back test everything in here. Man. But just when you thought you shorted the mic. We had another one lined up, didn't we? Mark Roach saying Celeste needs to wake up after all that trick-or-treating. Can you help me out, please? Mark Roach, let me know when I am next to her ears. It's Lynn Partners. They're attacking me. They are. Celeste, what is good, honey? We got to wake up, sweetie. We got to wake up for school. We're going to be late. Too much trick-or-treating. Too much candy. Celeste, honey, you got to wake up, baby girl. We got to go. We got to go now. Celeste, good morning. Say hi. Say hi to Daddy. Say hi, Daddy. I love you. Give him a big old hug for Uncle Arca. Give him a big old hug. Mark Roach, love you, dude. Of course, man. Not a problem. Double X, what is good, my bro? Hope the little man had a good night last night. Let's see. You the man with the master plan. LGIQ for the near future when you get time. Of course, my brother. Of course, of course. You got it, Mark Roach. I got you, man. We're here. Dig. We're here. The morning chart master. I'm going to take that dude's job. Actually. You guys, it's so good to see you. Sebastian Lim, where you at, man? Hello, gal. Rosie Gray Glasses. Kitty's always good to see you here. Yardline, Off-Grid Gorilla, my bro. This is the Fed day, man. Today is the Fed day, which, by the way, we should probably keep an eye on, right? And, right, so the only reason I actually kept this GTII chart up, team, is just because I wanted to show you this, right, from a couple days ago. It's barcoding, and man, these moments of barcoding are serious. They're very serious sometimes. Right, so let me get this out of the way so people don't get confused, right? Anyway, right. Let me go ahead and check to see what we're waiting for here, team, because everything will essentially depend on this man. Oh, Jerome Powell. This guy. The balance of trade. Okay. Nice. Okay, good deal. I assume that should be, I think, well, usually it's in about an hour, right? 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's how it rolls. That's how the dies roll. Spy cracked the 420. Oh, yeah. You know what? That's another thing that we're going to have to keep an eye on. Our plays, right, like FNGR, all of this is going to be highly dependent on the overall market, and it would be wise for us to kind of keep an eye on that, right? So let's see here. Let's start cleaning up these charts, right? Because when we first initiate the trading view, it gives us this clutter. Okay, so yeah. Oh man, look at that. SPY 100% ripping. I guess you can still consider this. Guys, I might be at 31 or 32 people. I'm trying my best to fit as many as I could. But technically I'm supposed to be already closed for enrollment. So, but since I have the real family, the real followers here in the AM, just a quick shout out to you guys, right? Just in case you were pending, ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. I'll try to fit you in. But yeah, look at the SPY though. Oh my goodness. So this is the hourly time frame regression, and it closed inside of it. Okay, so meaning that if it did close inside of this band here, let me get rid of some clutter so it can still be even more visible, right? So yeah, usually when we close inside of the band, being this closure right here, right, this candle right here closed inside, this technically would be our resistance touch. And we spoke about this yesterday, right? 420.17 to around 420.63 would be the top side. And we're currently resisting, right? It's kind of a tough area right in that, like right in here, right? It's a bit tough to get over these candles. So there is a chance, a slight chance here that the bears may take it, since we are testing this resistance. Okay, another opportunity could be this, that this may continue to the upside aggressively. I'm not sure about this. Please don't quote me, right? It may continue to the upside aggressively and resist from these top side targets here, anywhere between 423.92 to around 424.53. Now, I will say, though, that this is the less likely outcome, but we can't ignore it because it is presently there. And the reason why these targets would be here, you know what, I should just highlight them here for our benefit. So the reason why we would take this into account, or, you know, kind of give this some validity, is because things tend to run up when we're going into the Fed talking. When Jerome Powell is about to come on, it's pretty typical for price action to rally into there. And you know what? I repeat this every time they speak, right? Sebastian, Tesla is moving up. So yeah, Tesla is currently actually playing the play that it should be playing. Right? Candle closed inside of this band here. Price action went up ever so slightly. Now it's rejecting and finding some supports from these moving averages, right? So in this case, you would use the that trade setup. You know what? I can bring it up here. It's going to be the 5-minute time frame and the hourly time frame. Let's see, 1H. Come on now. The heck? Oh, it's already there. Oh my goodness. Okay, and now we pull up, of course, the linear regression in here. And let's pull up ticker symbol TSLA. And let's see what it's doing. Okay. So, team, please remember, team, that I'm actually still, I'm still in pretty much risk off in the markets, right? Because of the, you know, I'm still waiting for the approval. I'm pending the review for my DAS trader, and I will be funding that. Okay, so let's get the moving averages in here. Okay. EMA 55 201.04, EMA 200 200 with 72. Okay, 200 with 34. Let's see. Yeah, EMA, the 55 and the 200, that's the target. It should, yeah, I think it should be passing the SMA 200 here at about $200.73. Bottom side support could be $200.38. Very, very aggressive drop, and I think that the SPY may be on that path soon. Temporary bounce here from the EMA 55. You're gonna catch resistance. Ooh, actually, you know what? 287 looks like an area to stop, but this is gonna be a temporary support here at the 55. Right, this is going to be to validate the resistance of around $200.36 to, I'm sorry, 201.36 to about 201.50. Then it should continue to the downside, right, and eventually touch down on the SMA 200. But I want you to focus on this here too. There's a gap right here that has a lot to do with this line here, with this bottom side. So I'm going to put a trend line there and just kind of go out on a limb here and say that this is the take profit here. $200.85 could be a little bit higher too. You know what? You know me, man. So yeah, that's presently what I'm seeing there. There could be a bounce from this area here, and we will see how that kind of acts. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to close the 5-minute candle beneath this inflection zone, which is 201.66. So yeah, the bottom target here, I'm really thinking it could be $200.85 or slightly higher, right? But this would convince me here for a bounce, not where we are right now. And that would line up pretty nicely here. It looks kind of like a double bottom-ish, right? Very, very bearish price action, and it's actually giving me. I am curious to see how the SPY is doing on this. Yeah, the SPY is currently retracing pretty hard here, and that's affecting Tesla for sure. Guys, how is FNGR still pushing into 6 right now? I'm wondering how it's acting against the markets, because it would be nice for the markets to ease into the sell so that FNGR can ease into the buy. 603 Bob, thank you so much. Looking very good. Wow. You know what? I'm not seeing my damn chat up here. Oh, let me add. There we go. Yes. Let me. Gal, did you end up? I'm looking at my tickers up here, and I'm noticing that I have CGC, that cannabis stock. Did you end up trading it? Also, what time is it where you are? The real A Swang, what's up, my dude? Steve Mertz, how you doing? Can we look at F this morning? That is Ford. Let's see. Strike is over, and they got an upgrade. Feel like the stock should pump a bit. You know what? F does have the firepower to be able to recover pretty nicely. I've traded it only a few times because of its volatility is usually a bit on the lower end, right? But still, 1600 hours. Oh, it's afternoon time. So are you still in CGC? I'm noticing here that I'm not sure that I even looked at it. But I am noticing that this play worked out. And I now have to take a screenshot of this. Sorry, just a sec, you guys. You know me. I'm taking count of every single broadening wedge that I'm trading during this entire bear cycle. You're not gonna believe what the collection I have on this. I will be releasing this, when we are in a bull market, and you guys are gonna be like, "What? That formation hasn't been seen since then," because that's how wacky the markets are, man. It's like 4 in the afternoon. Wow. Hey, Barbara, good to see you here. Good morning to you. And Gambini, you need your thoughts on ALDX. Okay. Oh, whoa. Check it out, team. Just literally pierced that veil right there, and now coming right back up. Let's see if it still has a chance to close this gap. The gap is gonna, it already closed the gap, actually. Wow. Literally closed it. My goodness. So I guess, team, if it does have a little bit lower to go, the bottom side of the regression right here at 234, the initial target we thought of. So let's see, 234. Yeah, that entire range there, 234 to $200.85. That's 88 cents or whatever that was. Very critical area here. Because this would be the regression bottom, and this would be the gap top, right? So naturally, lots of support here, and then lots of resistance coming up. But to tell you the truth, I don't know if this is now. I'm trying to keep an eye over what's happening here in the online, right? So My goodness. Okay, so the bounce is happening there. Not sure if it's actually going to get the very bottom side. My goodness, man. Trading today, team, is going to be a very, very tough one. I must admit. Okay, now let's check on FNGR. Coming back down below $6. Currently sitting at $5.95. And now that's, let me see. Interesting how it comes down as the SPY recovers a little bit. Let me see. Okay, $5.95. SPY just came down a little bit here. $5.92 FNGR. Wow. Team, we're going to have to be very careful here. Today is going to be a very special day. Ooh, Pennant is playing towards the downside on volatility. That is incredible. Okay, VIX targets are going to be, let's see. Yeah, it feels like it wants to reach 1634. And the center of the triangle may already be in, but this is definitely in play. That means UVXY would also be a pretty nice play. Yeah, check it out, team. The target for this was 1761. Price action is at 1736 now. Wow, I think it's gonna want to take its 1633. I know there's a support down here at 1699, but I think that the VIX may be able to reach down to 1633, and that would be quite interesting. The volatility index is actually expanding with this downside. Look at this. We're entering critical volatility on the VIX. That is really interesting things. Gal, you are in my future. Yeah, for real. It's like when it's what is 7, let's see. So you're like what, nine that's like 9 hours ahead. So yeah, well, it's like 7 p.m. here is going to be like 3 a.m. for you, so then you could just be like happy Monday when it's like Sunday for me. I will say, team, that VIX on the 4-hour time frame this is critically low in the stochastic momentum. This could revert. This could become a whole setup right here that would start cascading to the upside after the take profits here, because after all, I do think that this may just be, creating a series of higher lows and higher highs. So now let me go ahead and take a look at that ticker, ALDX. Yeah, team, look at that. It looks like it was the bounce for sure. So critical went in there, though. It's not clear. It was like, I can't even pretend that I felt secure about this. And I'm still not. It's just like today, the market is going to be full of surprises. Look at the SPY, man. Look at this. Wow. So this is a critical resistance for the SPY, team. I guess we have to see if it'll end up combating that. Damn. Okay, so let's pull up ALDX for my friend Gambini here. So let's see what it has for us. ALDX. And dude. Yeah, definitely no, bro. No. Garbini, sorry. Do you This is insane. ENGN halted over 62% up. I'm surprised that these tickers are running this hard. Daily time frame on this thing is already up 51 spots, 63%, but on the 12-hour, this, oh my goodness. I mean, this is jumping super hard right now, team. I don't, oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, let me see this. That could be a gap. It is a gap. And you're currently at well, now resistance. It was a support in a second ago, right? So now you see that it's below this candle here. This is now resistance. Okay, so let me ask you a question, man. Do you know how to short? Because this feels like it's gonna fall off a cliff. Okay, forget about it. No, forget about it. There is a potential here that this fluctuation towards the downside may bring the EMA 21 daily time frame ever so slightly lower. Let me see how low that can actually come down. I feel that's a little aggressive for a daily time frame. Let's see. I mean, it's currently right here, so yeah, I think that the EMA 21 on the daily may come down to around 287, this moving average here. So it may come down to 287, and you know what? We're gonna back. I'm gonna see if I can back that number with maybe a geometric figure. Let me see. Hell yeah, I could. 3.618, 293, 287, and right now the EMA 21 at 299. That's stupid close. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark this off, because this may have a shot of reaching this top side at the very, very, very top side of the price action, and that would honestly, I would not see any reason for this to continue. This gap here is such a strong resistance, dude. I mean, whoever was riding this thing from down here at open at 153, they're a whole dollar up right now, man. And I assume this has an options chain, so this just made a lot of people a lot of money, like a bunch of money. So I can see why the take profit and the battle is happening right now. This is literally releasing delta like crazy. Major negative news last week, and then a huge contract today on ALDX. That is ridiculous. So now that makes me feel like if it does reach this topside target, then this has a chance to come back down to $2.55 to start validating this, or $2.55 to $2.42, validating support here, and then a potential launch to the upside to then start resisting again from $2.98 to $2.88. This initial pump feels like it's over-ish, right? It may still have an upside to go, like I said, but the overall perspective for this play could be bullish, meaning that it would probably try to recover its gap in the coming week or two. Gal, that is such a dangerous ticker. I was covering it. I was covering it after that. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you so much, my brother. All right, so Garbini, so the play is in play. It is okay. So I would honestly not enter the market until this thing pumps to the EMA 21 and comes back to this area here. If you can get because this is gonna last for days. So if it doesn't just sell off today, right? But this type of move here, bulls are showing that they really want this gap to be closed, right? But then there's the amount of people taking profit is overwhelming the bulls right now. But it's also not allowing the bears to really take over as hard as they could, right? So I would wait here for this thing to run to the EMA 21, let it come back, and you need to let it brew here, right? So not financial advice, sorry. So 255 to 242, you can get a good zone in here for this to start closing a daily candle. Your first signal here would be closing a daily candle upside of upside of the top side of this candle here, which is a 255, right? So if you can get a 256 close on a daily, being this one being the first, and then the next daily being the second, I think maybe entry by Friday or Monday for a potential, a larger run up than this. But yeah, it has to be super conditional in this way, bro, because Yeah, the initial run up is already there. Now people are going to start looking to short this thing from this 255 all the way up to this EMA 21 298. You have bids. I'm sorry. Yeah, that would be flooding the ask over here for a huge take profit and also a huge short surge. If I were a short seller, I would be waiting for entry and validation for a 4-hour closure below I would say below 298. Yeah, 4-hour closure beneath that. I would open short on this and I would start scaling out profits at 255, probably 30% out. And then I think that the shorts may be able to take this down to the opening of the candle here at $2, which is the one spot 618 at 199, perfectly set out in this geometric sense. So if I were playing this short, that's what I would do. Right, so, which, by the way, this is definitely something you will learn in the ArcMasters course. You will learn the bear thesis, just as well as you will learn the bull thesis. You will not have to trade short, but you will know how to trade it, and you will know what to look out for. Does it have a Zenon? Not today, though, dude. I mean, the thing is that it would be a complete gamble today. But I would really prefer like confirmation closures here of critical time frames so that it can really set a base, right? So if price action can't keep above 255, I'm giving it the benefit of the 242 because of the geometric mean, the golden mean, right? So that would be a nice area for it to bounce up and continue trying to close upside of that 255. But if the bulls can't handle the 255, price action here does have the bears would have the upper hand. SPY is still moving up, team. My goodness. Okay, so this was my suspicion earlier, right? This is why we were pointing this target out here. There is a probability here that the SPY can continue to the upside aggressively because of this inverted herpy-derpy that we noticed just yesterday, right? So this gave us the top side target based on the neckline here of 423.93 to 424.51. Okay, so what is this doing? The pump to the upside, what is it doing to FNGR? Is it dropping? Because we should be playing inverse to the markets right now. So it should be, I think the FNGR should be dropping. Bob, it's not, well, NASDAQ and the SPY are running, so of course big tech is going to run, right? NASDAQ. It's in spite of the entire markets. This is what usually happens. We run the price action up to get right before the Fed speaks, right before Jerome Powell speaks. This is normal price action. Usually happens like this when we're about to get an economic report. The rate hike decision is today. Is SPY a reaction to or the cause of? It's actually the entire market. So bulls buying Meta, bulls buying the Magnificent Seven, and the S&P 500, right? So all of the indices and the individual mega caps are literally getting bought up right now as we speak, in anticipation that we are gonna pause at this hike, right? So this is what we're pricing in. We're pre-pricing it in. So there is a possibility here that when and if Fed Chair Powell says that they are not going to continue increasing the rates, then the markets may actually do a quick sell-off, and then it'll continue pumping to the upside, creating yet again new breaks of market structures and recovering the markets as we know. Right, because this was a heavy capitulation. We are right now at about 30% from that total drop. Right, we came up all the way to the target of around 438. We're sitting at 421 right now, so it's not bad. But please remember, we bottomed out at 409.21 on an aggressive sell-off for days. So that was a massive capitulation. Right, so now the markets may actually have a glimmer of hope here by getting the rate hikes to be paused for a bit. Since the overall decision from the Fed has been, or the talk has been higher for longer, right? So as that comes in through my ears, I'm thinking that higher for longer means that you would potentially put a month. I'm sorry. I would say in between meetings, maybe pause 1 or 2 meetings, a rate hike, and then increase on the third or something, or pause one, increase on the second. There's many ways, right? And they are very strategic. They are still trying to achieve a soft landing. I don't know that that's going to be entirely possible because of what we've seen in the, we've already crashed a few times pretty hard, and it's already created massive losses. Danielle Spears, you're up 85% on the SPY right now. Whoa, that's awesome. Very, very impressive. So, okay. My thesis, yes, it's up here, but this was not my trade thesis. Okay, so this is you're at a resistance right now. I think that the price action could still maybe pump up to around 421.54 before actually coming back down to the area of around 420.63 before continuing on to the upside. The trade plan is not the same as the analysis plan, right? So it's one thing. Okay, guys, check this out. You know what? I know that there's a lot of people talking about furus and talking about, they're taking advantage of you and all that stuff. Yes, it is definitely true. Okay. So it is one thing to call out the play. Okay. It's one thing to call out the play. It's quite another to play the play. All right. So if you don't know the differences between that, know that there is a difference between that because that can present a lot of danger when playing, especially playing the options contracts, right? So as they are incredibly dependent on volatility and direction. So volatility plus direction, meaning momentum, that gets you the higher delta, it gets you the higher pushes of Vega into Gamma. So that's I would really be careful at these resistance levels, but this would have already been my take profit. So Diana's saying exactly. Check, mate. Where is it headed? Yeah, I think it's headed to, overall, right? Overall, I think that the SPY is headed to 423.93 to 424.51 based on a very silly formations psychological target. But remember that if I'm not mistaken, the Fed is going to speak at about 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. And that's when the markets are going to start to consolidate a bit, right? So contraction may start happening at that moment. And know for a fact that the Fed usually says words and certain phrases, and they repeat them by count. Some people actually take this into perspective here. They can sell off, or right? Jerome Powell can sell off the market and recover it within a sentence, and that's because of direct access order routing, right? So make sure that you're not caught in the crossfires of that. Remember, team, I'm still waiting for my DAS trader to get reviewed. I'm risk off, but today I would also be risk off on the markets. So I would stay cash, observe this, and the reason why I'm giving you what I know here is because of observing it all these times. I haven't traded a Fed day ever. Yeah, no, I still haven't. And the opportunities are very easy, right? Because you would be able to, Double X, you're right. You would be able to capitalize on direction confirmation. Except that, when Jerome Powell is speaking, that's when it gets tricky, because he has the power to really to sell it off and then just make it recover, and it's just a real zigzag there. And like I said, so you're right at this. Yeah, you're right at that take profit there, Daniel. Please, just not financial advice, right? I care about you. You're one of my master students. I usually get pissed off at you guys for trading, right? As if when you are my master student, because that's not what we should be doing. But in this case, I do believe you're at a resistance here, and this has the potential to pull back. It can contract a little bit. And the way we can do those, or we can see those potential contraction phases, are on the 5-minute time frame. Pull up the indicator BBWP, which represents the dispersion of returns, or AKA volatility, right? So let's. I don't think I have. Well, let me see if I do. Oh well, I do. Let me just get rid of the RSI though. Okay, so this is volatility right up here. We're currently, yeah, this was my my suspicion, right? So we're gonna start contracting because we're heavily expanded right now. So when we are heavily expanded, it is only mathematically said or set, right, that this would start contracting. And I typically like to see volatility in a linear scale, other than seeing it like this, like Bollinger Bands. These represent volatility too, right? But there's no metric to it. So when I have it in the linear fashion, I'm able to measure it, right? So anything above 90% critical expansion, anything beneath 15% would be critical contraction. So in these reads, the bars here mark off the closure of every period, meaning that if you're on a period of 5, you have 5-minute closures for every point that you are critically expanded, or 5-minute blue bars for every minute or every 5 minutes that you are critically contracted, and at a closing basis, right? It has to close the 5-minute closure. So now LGIQ, let's go ahead and give it a quick look for double X. What is up, my brother? Sorry, I'm coming at you late. Lots of very, very good questions in the market, I must admit. Let's see. That's awesome, Daniel. Do never be afraid to take those profits, right? We can just get right back in. Thanks. Know a lot. Know a lot else happening right now. Yes, so much more, brother. So, oh man, this is capitulating like crazy. So how much is this? This is 1580. Okay, this thing could be ragdolled around. It's very, very, very inexpensive. So, double X, can you tell me what are you long? Are you long this? Also, hold on, let me get a sip of water. Wow. But please let me know, are you long this ticker? Danielle, keep me updated with your position, please. I want to make sure you're okay. Back. Okay. Double X, brother. Let me know as soon as you get back in here. Okay. I'm waiting. Oh, there you are. Okay. Waiting for a record date announcement of 5,000 shares long at, what the heck does that say? Hold on, my huge emojis are all over the way. At 20 cents? Oh, okay. Damn it. Okay, so 20 cents, you're right at, let's see. You're right over here. Let's see. Okay, the good thing is that this is a bullish formation, right? Descending broadening wedge, very, very typical formation. At least in the present time, right? So let's see what this thing wants to do, though. Let me pull up volatility here. Currently expanding, definitely more volume coming in, and also the stochastic momentum is on a downside pivot on a daily already. Okay, so this may not be done, but there are a couple floors that this could respect. One of them being right at about 1501. But what I want to see is how many times it has bounced. Oh, this is already near its all-time low. Okay. What I can see is the last time we touched 1501 to about 1487, that actually did have it has some explosiveness from that target, right? It gets rejected there a lot, so there is a chance here. Psychologically speaking, I don't have this back tested like I usually do with volatility versus momentum, a huge back test through. It's nothing like that. This is completely discretion, right? So it has faced some nice bounces to the upside when touching these targets here. So I wouldn't want the price action to start recovering from the current place. I think it would be best for us to reach down here into its critical demand, because it looks like the biggest demand zone that this thing has would be 1358 to that very bottom side of that formation here, or the the cluster of candles, the wick lows. 1477 to 1359, I guess, would be the absolute demand zone for this ticker. And let me pull up the 4-hour time frame because I want to see how close we are to other moving averages. Yeah, this is the hourly time frame, SMA 200 and SMA 50. I mean, yeah, of course, we have everything else in the universe above it too as resistance. But I just wanted to see how close we're getting. Let's see. Oh, and there was a short-term formation here. And this thing actually, oh, I remember this ticker. I remember now what we were saying. So I said that this would be a very tricky right angle triangle because a right angle triangle is actually bearish when it's printed during an upside. Right, the descending triangle known on the trade, right? So it's bearish when it's printed during an upside, but when it's printed during a downside, it's actually bullish, right? So this looks like it had a downside here and then started printing it. So I told you that there may have been some confusion over the direction that this thing can go, because look, it did take over target number 1, target number 2, and almost it took about 70% of target number 3 with this candle here. Right? So upon this fake out here, I think this candle just used the top side of the wick right here to short everything and then bring it down. So, but I do think still that there is a very apparent inverse correlation to the SPY. Oh, my goodness. Why are all these tickers doing this? Yeah, I still think, man, I still think that this... Yeah, look at that, Daniel. I mean... Is this is lingering here as the volatility drops. I know it's expanding now on the hourly time frame, but if you don't get volatility soon, you're going to start dropping delta. But anyway, so back to LGIQ. It's a huge thesis here, man. Damn it. And this is I guess your lower target would be then this, right? Actually anywhere at the downside of this. This was suggesting a support grab of the SMA 200. Definitely did not get that. Okay, green candle coming in. 30-minute closure was 10 minutes ago. Let me see the hourly time frame linear regression channel and see what that is looking like for now. That is critically under it. Okay. All right, so we still have the buy hourly. I see why it's holding. I also see why it stopped here, right? We were talking about these supports down here. But like I said, it still has room to potentially come down. And I want you to notice this too. Notice here that this channel, right? I'm going to undo it. I'm going to put it back to where it was, right? I want you to notice how close it is to the regression band bottom. Check it out. And that is based on full discretion. And it would do that because this is the biggest demand. Right, so what I'm looking at here, though, this is going to be the overall test for you, brother. Linear regression channel, mid-band, right here. This mid-band, that is a critical zone, okay? So, I mean, you're in the bearish control zone, I get it. But still, this has room to recover if it does close in an hour and 19 minutes, 27 seconds and counting. If it closes upside of the mean band, which would be, let's see, 1602. Okay, I'm going to mark it off there for you. 1602. If price action closes upside of 1602, this would be a bullish statement and there could be a slow recovery. If it does close, however, beneath that midband at 1602, then for sure we're going to start continuing a downside to 1477 to about 1359. And that is currently what I'm seeing here. However, I must admit, right, this is actually favoring the bulls, that there is a decline in volume with declining price, right? So that usually means that there could be a little bit of an exhaustion here for the bears. So yeah, I think that this could be very close to their take profit zone. 1602 close. Remember, please remember that, brother. So that is that. Hidden Agenda, what is up, man? You want to take a look at TRKA? What's up, Bato? Sebastian Lim, if you're still in here, dude, what are you trading? Ooh. Guys, this is not the best look. Not the best look. Okay, printing all these wicks to the upside like this on buy hourlies. These are very dangerous. Okay, so sometimes it is suggesting that the bulls want to go higher, but sometimes it's just saying that the bulls are getting rejected too. I really like the buy hourly SMA 200 perfect grab there. So that actually marked off its invalidation zone. Okay, and it's also a pretty nice fair value gap, otherwise known as an imbalance. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put that in there as a form of discretionary support, right? We can call it that. And let's just color me orange or something, right? Let's just leave it like that so it separates itself from everything else. I don't even know what I just clicked. All right, cool. Let's see. Sasquatch is saying, hey there, el guapo. El guapo. Sasquatch, do you speak Spanish? I have a feeling that you don't. And you just know like a plethora of Spanish words and you just put them all together and just blurt them out, do you? Tell me the truth. I found you. Double X saying, thanks for all the great attention, brother. Never will be forgotten. Come on, Double X. You know I got you, bro. From here to the end of life, man. I got you. Zenon, 582 FNGR. Is it still capitulating? We're at 583. Why don't we do a quick little sweep here on manipulation? See if we're actually getting any strikes. Because you know how that goes, man. You know how that goes. We're lucky enough to be able to identify such atrocities. So Rosie Gray Glass is going to get some snacks, maybe some guacamole. And also TTOO, Gal, how's that moving? I will load it up here so that I do not forget. Like a silly dodo brain, right? Let me go ahead and put it up right. Nice. Yeah, there is. Okay, so I guess. You know what? I don't even remember where. This is a master layout 3. Let me. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me just pull up one of my other layouts. I think I had it in an older one. Oh, that's right. Freaking reverse. Let me see. I need to know this. Jeez. Okay. I think that is it. But let me identify what in the crap that was. Okay, I think I see it. This is Wednesday, August 9th, top right here. Let's see. This was a very short-term time frame. Okay, yeah, this was it. Damn it, it doesn't have my lower target. Okay. I have TTOO. Oh, right. Geez. Hold on. I have a huge, like, I have a huge thesis on this. Like, I mean, a full-blown one. Hold on. Was that it? That would be, what is this? Armor. Giving us a buy signal. Okay, so I felt that the floor could have been located here. I thought that this was going to drop to 8.29, so it came down to $5. Right, but also please remember that we were, I mean, this was a huge, there's no way I could have said where the floor was going to be on this, but it appears as though that floor has been found. And now also, sorry, let me get back to, let me get back to the other one that I was in. I need to make sure that I can not upset people here. Let's see. You know movie languages from the movie Three Amigos. Oh my goodness. What's his name? He played the Pink Panther. I love that guy, man. Manga saying, I'm a beginner. Your thoughts on Arnaz? Oh my goodness. Not on Discord, my brother. I have that is actually something that it's a 16-week mentorship program, of course, charting and everything. It starts off from, I have master students in here. Steve Martin, that's right. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, thanks, Rosie Gray Glasses. I love that guy. So it starts off with, what is a candle? Literally, I'm not joking. We will start off with, what is a candle? And this is the, if you are interested, shoot me an email and I will give you the course disclaimer, syllabus, the entire detail. But yeah, team, sorry, wow, I have a hair in my mouth. Oh my goodness. I need to come back to this ticker real quick, just so that I can see what's up. Bi-hourly time frame, already showing some signs of weakness, right? Based on this, based on the wicks to the upside that I was talking about. Sure, it could be looked at as bullish again, but usually when I start to see these wick tops, they start reminding me of formations like the three black crows, right? So, I mean, this isn't it, but it reminds me of it. The Jerk is a great Steve Martin movie. I love it. Reed, what is up? No trust, no belief, saying, Arca, do you have coupons like Kevin? You want to get one before the expiry. Bro, you may be surprised, man. I actually did send out a notification that there is still some scholarship money from donations from other Arca Bulls members for other potential students, right? So I still haven't gotten an email from that. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Oh, dude, I love it. Manga, did I send you the? Okay. So you have to remind me that it is regarding the rest of the rest of the scholarship fund, so that I know where to place you. The masterclass is for me. So what is a candle, my dude? You're gonna love what you hear. How many spots left? I think that I'm already maxed out, and I think that I may be one or two over. I'll be able to probably fit a couple more, right? Before I just, so I offered 30 about 3 weeks ago and they all got sold out. Gal, that was you. It was for you. I told you 2 days ago or yesterday. Yeah, send me the email and telling me that I have to also look how much of the scholarship fund there is, and then I shall put you down. Andrew, asking community any info on GTII issues with dividend, currently down on very low volume. We were looking at it a little bit earlier, right? And it's still stuck on that one. Gal, so please make sure to reply back to the email that I sent you and state that you are in it for the scholarship fund. Robin, that is a good question. I wasn't even gonna do this one. And I explained at the beginning when I started promoting it that I received some, and these were actually friends and community members. I received some disturbing losses, like images, right, of just not good losses, and that made me feel some type of way, right? And yeah, I was just I was not considering doing any more than two tracks of this, because those were already 60 students plus, because there were scholarships in there too, and there were also guests. So I think in total there was around 60 to 80 students there, and now I just got, I think, another 36 or 38 so far with the guests and everyone. Hey Samantha, good to see you here. But I'm still getting a surge of I am still getting a surge of requests on it, which is making me feel like I may have to do it just like I did for tracks 1 and 2. Where track 1 started in 1 month, and then track 2, based on all of these other requests, it started just another 3 or 4 weeks later, and then they, kind of ran just behind each other. So I may do that and just take advantage of it while it's going. But I do have to tell you, it is quite the commitment. I'm actually, today and tomorrow, I'm expecting the last final exams for my track 2 students, as I was asked in DMs to extend the due date. So that's actually approaching now. And this is the reason why the master students right now have not gotten their links to go into the Discord, is because I'm waiting for the final exams to come in. So that is it took, it took like 21 weeks or something like that 20 weeks, 20 to 22 weeks to complete both of the tracks. And but it's a lengthy thing, right? So let's see. Ian Tucker, it made you feel dude, it's because I don't want to see people lose like that, and especially when they're in the community, and I'm noticing, like, man, it's like they were traps that I knew that we could have avoided together, right? And like, there's so many ways to tell that. I mean, there's so many ways to be able to spot a bear trap or a bull trap or liquidity grabs. There's so many ways, and a lot of those ways no one knows about it. It's but they're, it's just looking at price action. It might as well be a hieroglyph to a lot of people, But this is I mean, I'm just going to teach you how to read this the way behavior is in a human's mind, right? So it's you don't look at it as you don't look at this as a physical thing. You look at this as a mental thing, right? You look at this as a you have to become a mass psychologist. And there are ways to do that too. So Steve Mertz saying, my losses are so bad I can't even afford the class right now. Would love to take it in the future if I can get some of my money back, which is why I keep watching you every day. My brother, I hope to help you with that. And then also I hope to help you with a potential future scholarship too. Robin saying, I couldn't do this class, but would like to sign up for any future class. I will, Robin, make sure to send me an email and say that I could leave you on a list. Right, because that's what I did. This is literally reminiscent of the last time that I did this. I started telling people to, send me the email. I'll leave you there. With enough interest, I'll be able to open up the enrollment for the second, in this case, the 4th track. I got the correct email now. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, lots of work to be Professor Arca. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but it's just I don't want people to freaking lose, man. Like retail needs a damn shot at this. They really do. But it's such a long path to really mentor like a lot of people. It's tough. Shake saying, Arca, I'm stuck in yesterday's new IPO ATGI. What should I do? $5.99 is my trade price of 2,000 shares. Dude, don't tell me that. What the heck? Oh, man, that's not good. Those IPOs, man. ASRE dipping, where is it going? Let me know, please. The markets, I was saying the markets are definitely going to start shaking up everything that we have. Next available course. Manga, yes. You too? Okay, send me that you want to be put on the list, right? So now look at this. There's already 2 for the future list. So this is what I mean, guys. It really does fill fast. And I want to just say yes to everyone, but I really, I can only stretch myself so far. But what was that ticker again, Shake? That was ATGL. ATGL. So this ordinary shares, and this thing just IPO'd, huh? Man. ATGL. Okay, I have it in line right here. Okay, let me do that. I will check it out for you. Okay, this is looking more like it, team. So 1 hour and 2 minutes to close this this candle here, and it looks bullish. But I think if we look at this in the 4 hour time frame, it'll display a little something more sobering, right? So, and what I mean by that is that you are at a critical support right now. Let me get rid of the linear regression. This is the 4 hour SMA 200. So first of all, I do like to see when an asset that's completely, beaten down to the floor. I do love it when it recovers the SMA 50, especially on the 4 hour. And now that it's combating the 4 hour time frame SMA 200, I'm not sure that it's going to be able to keep it, right? So this is it's starting to become of a higher probability for it to come and test this zone here. So I still feel like that it could come back into this area here. And notice that the SMA 50 is at 90.57. Okay, so let's see if we can pair that with any type of relevant support. As the price comes down, the SMA 54 hour will also diminish in its posturing, right? So this would probably come back down to where the SMA 10 and where the EMA 21 are located, right down here-ish, right? So I think it would be around 87.95 if anything. So people are going to set their targets at the current moving average value to where it could lead to. So between 90.76 and 87.95 could be the very, very bottom zone. Okay, so what can tell you that we can reach this target down here of 94.88 would be something as simple as a 30-minute or 1 hourly closure beneath 101. And of course it would be there because $1 would be, it's a psychological target, right? I don't believe in that too much, but we have to give it credibility. Let's see. I sent one before, but I will send one again. Thanks. Okay, Robin, thank you. I'll make sure to look out for it. Let's see. It's at 28.10. Damn. Something tells me that as soon as this boy here starts to capitulate. Danielle, did you get out? Please tell me you got out. So it's literally playing. This was the hourly closure. Okay, this may come down a little bit here. I think that our target would be 420.75 to maybe around there at 420.63 to 420.17 with maybe a focus at 420.75. Right? I mean, we're at a support right now, but this is technically bullish, right? This would continue to the upside now. Nice. That's very good. So now this is I mean, I would really, I mean, this would freak me out personally, right? But there is technically another potential here, right? Because you still have the hourly time frame SMA 200 located at 422.85. So this play literally, right? It's happening just the way we spoke of, right? Resistance right around in here, right? Then you would come back down to validate the break of the resistance, confirm it, validate support, right? At least with I would say an hourly candle, or with this one here, there could be a drop into this zone here, and then price action can go. But remember that we've played this before, and price action has also not reverted back down to these levels. That would be the gamble here when we are that far away from a support, right? So there is an off chance, right? There is an off chance that we can drop into that area down here, but know for a fact too that of course we can get some price fluctuations to the upside as well. Mark R saying we need Arca to be the elastic plastic man. Rosie Ray Glass says Ham call in 2 minutes. Why would he do that in two minutes? Really? I think they're live now, but we really need to know what the Fed is saying. That's going to be the deciding factor for everything. Hold on. Mark, do you know what time? Mark Roach, do you know what time the Fed is going to speak? Is that now? Rosie Gray Glasses, thank you so much. JD Nettle saying, make that 3 for the future list. My brother, thank you so much. Definitely send me the email, and I'll go ahead and put you on that list. And as soon as we start reaching like 5, 6, 7 members, then I may actually start considering reposting. Okay, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. That makes a lot more sense. All right. Let's 2:30 p.m. Eastern too. That's gonna be around the time that I get off. That sucks. Okay. Let's give a quick little peep over here to what's going on with let's see.
Fundamentally, to me, the company sounds. Do your own due diligence on that. And William, I decided last night, and that I was laying in bed thinking, and all of a sudden it hit me. We have to.
You're going to play left-handed from now on?
No, that we're going to put the truck in front of the Secret Service building.
Oh my God!
They want to know counterfeiters? Let's bring the crooks to the Secret Service. Why not?
They can keep a secret.
Zenon, tell me an email too, brother.
From what I gathered, that they're interested
Thank you,
in this field. So we might as well drop the names of our superstars right at their door. So I'll get someone to start working on the slide presentation, and we'll get it up on Twitter and see what everybody thinks of it. But let's bring them to the Secret Service. Why not? Let's get on the front of the line. We'll be aggressive, show them who they are, and when they come out, we'll get answers from the Secret Service. Forget the SEC. We'll let them know that we've called the police. That'll be part of our slogan was that we called the SEC 12 times.
Nice.
We called them 12 times, and so we got tired of calling them. We're calling you now. So we'll go that direction. I just wanted to buy the dips, blah blah blah, accumulation, wash trades to return the shares. I told you that they're working together, the naked short and the real short, because they're actually selling shares to the naked short who's returning it. And someone posted to me that the shares are actually growing to lend and the rate is dropping. So that's the sign that they're returning shares. It's not a lot, but they're doing something, right? They have to make a move because they have to return the shares. So I guess this is their way of doing it. And they're trying to do it, I don't know, down 15 cents, 10 cents. It's amazing how the stock just gets waves of selling and selling and selling and selling and sell. It just doesn't stop. Whatever amount it is, 200, 100, whatever it is. They just dropped the offer, William, from 84 to 83 shares, 83 cents for 100 shares. All right, so this is their way of trying to move it down. And I can't believe this is a computer doing this. This has got to be an idiot doing this. The computer would get up and walk out. This is so stupid. All right, this is dummy trading. They're spoofing, canceling. There's no computer doing this. This is some idiot sitting in a cave somewhere, just moving markets like the Kramers used to do with Vertical Group. For those who don't know, the Kramers and GTI were using market makers to do the same pattern, the same trading. It's the same thing. All right. This is more interesting only because we have a tremendous fundamental story behind it. And they're really, they tried their best with the fake stories, everything going on, and nothing's working. All right, and people are catching wind of this whole thing now. And the volume drying up is a good thing. Sideways trading, William, is good for the investors.
Yeah.
It's bad for the shorts. All they do is pay fees and fees. They keep getting eaten alive by the fees. Wall Street, no one allows them to play the game for free. All right, so every day these guys are losing money. And like I said, to borrow 3.3 million shares has cost them a nickel a day.
Yeah.
All right, so 5 cents a day, 25 cents a week, $1 a month. They add the other fees on top of it. So if they're, if they're short at 5 in 1 month, the most they can make is 4 because they spent $1. The next month, the most they can make is 3 because they spent $1. Those fees do not go away. And you can see what happens when those fees get a hold of you. It sort of squeezes them to death. And that's what you're seeing. And the real short has got the fear of God in the naked short, because when he panics, the naked short's going to get run over too. So again, they're both tied together. And I'm sure they're in a panic trying to figure out a way to get stock from one account to the other. And that's what I could see on this side. As far as I was looking for the story about that guy Hancock, showing that he was up 220% in his Lynn Global Fund. And everything that Lynn invested in is basically washed out. So there's nowhere to make money like that. And again, he should be with Warren Buffett on the cover in the Wall Street Journal, 220% for the year. All these funds are fighting to make 10%. This guy's up 220%, and he's not on the cover of every magazine. Obviously, he's trying to hide his little windfall. And the guy from Australia let the cat out of the bag, bragging about it. Okay, not thinking that anyone in the U.S. would read up and catch his little headline that he's up 220%. So there's a little tidbit on how to follow the criminals and how much money they are stealing. All right, they're not making, they're stealing. Do you have any quick questions, William? Or?
Yeah, I get a repeated question all the time, and I'm just going to ask it. If you were to request a finger the Nobo list, would it reflect all of the short position?
No, I had this question last night at dinner. No. Again, just look at.
I'm being told that all you have to do, ask for the Nobo list. There's no way there's anywhere near this many shares short in finger. It's all legitimate selling. And I came back and said, I don't believe you, but then I got it. I didn't know how to answer it. So that's why I'm asking you.
Well, and then he knows better. So it's all legitimate selling every day. It's all legitimate selling.
Right.
We got it. We're all crazy. We called the SEC. We let them all know. And the SEC's got us.
Well, I just wonder, why would the hedge funds who become the buyer, the LLCs that become the buyers of the fake shares as they move it down the daisy chain, why would they sign the Nobo list? I don't think they would. But anyway, all right. There's no real answer there.
The answer is that the DTC has the list of shareholders. That's all everybody knows.
Right.
No one knows what the brokerage firms own. So the gentleman who's posing that question is just a stooge trying to get people to say that there's this legitimate selling every day. Every day. People sell it from 6 down to 4.5 as fast as they can. That's it. There's no short selling. The reported short is 3.3 million. We didn't make it up. There's the proof right there. Where's that coming from, my friend? Right? We didn't make that up. It's right there. That's legitimate proving. It's right there, proof.
Right.
The rate was 300%. They were trying to borrow whatever they can, trying to hold the stock down. But this putz thinks that short selling this is all legitimate selling. It just shows you 3 million of it.
Well, he thinks there were so many private placements in finger that when you sell from China, it shows up as failed to deliver, but by this time the shares are delivered, it's not reflected in the numbers.
The gentleman that knows so much, go look at the DTC, come back with that number, okay, And remember, it all has to go through the DTC. If there's only 24 million shares at the DTC, your private placement theory is out the window. And from the people that I met in Asia, they all believe this company is worth 100. And you're telling me they're sneaking out at 5? The stock was listed on the NASDAQ at 9. The revenue is exploding. And you think the people in Asia are running? When we use the term, that he's going to use the term, they're backdooring the stock. That's what they're doing. That is a putz that's asking stupid questions.
What do you think you said 24 million at DTCC. What do you think, just using your memory, which is amazing for trading, how many shares of stock have been sold over the last 60 days of
90 days, it's been 1.1 million, so it's over 90 million in 90 days.
90 million in 90 days. There's only 24 million at the DTCC. But if we got the FOBO list, we'd find out those 90 million shares exist.
So tell him to get the list, and don't get the list of the DTC. I'm not the company. Go get it. I'm telling you that I work with companies, and it doesn't show if people are missing. It just shows the whole thing. So then you have to get a lawyer like Wes Christian and try to attack everybody, and it takes years and time and money to do that. So he's just trying to drag people to a different location, and it's just total nonsense.
And then the shorts continue to sell.
And the shorts continue to sell, trying to mark it down.
They just continue. They've got a perfect scheme up. All they have to do, distract and sell, distract and sell, distract.
That's all they want to do. And then they try to hope that people give up. Like they said, it was the 88 offer, moved to 85, then to 84. Now they got it down to 80. The bids keep dropping. There's no volume. And then you'll see a print. A print will come in, and that will say basically that's the washed or pre-arranged trade. So for the gentleman that talks about the NOBO, he's got to be professional. He knows about the NOBO list and how that shows everything. Buddy, this has been going on a long time. You can take the NOBO list and stick it up your ass. It means nothing. It's all fraud. Get over it already. We all know it. The cat's out of the bag. Twist it anywhere you want. The board of directors, the company, the private placement people are all backdooring stock. Everyone's a bad guy. And the short sellers are all angels. Good luck. That's an old, the company, we dragged the company, the shareholders dragged the company in front of the SEC 12 times, calling the cops. If there was a problem with the company, I'm sure the SEC would have looked into it already and say, oh my God, these guys are all backdooring the stock because this idiot thinks that that's what they're doing. Well, a private placement. How about a private placement that the company raised money with shareholders that believe in the company? Oh my God, that can never happen. This is the United States of America. We don't believe in anything. We sell everything. You know what? People believe in things. People that invested in Apple, all right, or Amazon in the beginning, or Facebook, how much money did they make? Because they believed in what they see, and the company's doing the right thing. Right? You wish you owned one of those. All right, so take your nonsense and get lost.
So there's 24 million shares at the DTCC. Let me ask the question a different way. How many shareholders do you know, and how many shares do they own, and have they loaned it out, or are they selling?
Everyone I know, no one's loaned out a share, to zero.
Right.
I spoke to a guy yesterday, has 4 million shares, nothing. He actually said it's a brilliant idea to loan out your shares and then call them in, because he did that once before and the stock went up 5-fold. And that's the shorts borrowing the shares, and then they say, hey, you know what, something, give it back. And that's how you kill them. He said that was a brilliant idea. And the story is that Univest has done that, and they're demanding the stock back. So I don't know how long the lag time between them, when they get run over, I don't know. I hope it's in 30 seconds. But the volume, the amount of selling by the thieves has slowed down a lot. You see this little manipulation right now. Okay, we've seen it yesterday. As soon as it gets up a little bit, they move it back down. It's just the stock. At some points, it looks normal, and then the next 10 minutes, it looks like we're back to, fraud 101. Okay. Every time it got over 6, they push it right down. Like, again, what's the number 6 mean? And for the bozo that just called in, if they thought they can win, let the stock go higher, right? It will fail if the fundamentals of the company are no good. It always works that way. But that's what real shorts. What we're dealing with are criminals. They sold too many shares and they can't let the stock go up because of margin. It's very easy. We can all see it. And it's the same pattern every day. I told everyone before, the bashes, the shorts, they should be throwing the longs a party for buying the stock and taking it up. Right? What is it? They'd rather have the stock at 70 cents. Right? Because if you're going to sell more shares, wouldn't you want to sell it at $7, $8, $9, $10, not 70 cents? That's the fraud right there. They have to move it down because they can't maintain the position up there. That's why you see these quick attacks. It's pretty easy. There's nothing more. It's the same pattern every day. I'm tired of saying it.
All right. I found one of the articles that John Hancock rides Lynn Partners roller coaster. This was from May of 2005. When Gina Reinhardt's estranged son, John Hancock, joined New York-based alternative asset manager Lynn Partners as senior advisor in April of last year, his altruistic ambition was to introduce foreign capital to Australia's neglected mining sector.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he destroyed. He stole all the assets there too. That's what they did.
Small companies can sometimes become big companies. They just need a little help along the way, he said. While some companies have prospered from Lynn's helping hand, extended through its secretive Delaware registered partnership, the Australian Special Opportunity Fund, others like electronic ballistics company and Hall of Corporate Infamy candidate Metalstorm are embroiled in court proceedings and probably regret ever having heard the word Lind.
That was 2005.
That's 2005. But Jeffrey Eason calls up the CEO of one of the companies he destroys. It's not me. I'm not doing it.
I met a gentleman last night that had drinks with Jeffrey Easton a while ago. He said the guy's a complete slime ball, and he said 100% he's behind all this naked short selling. 100%. That's what he said.
Well, there's one CEO who's friends with him. But, no accounting for when you fall in love and when you're friends with someone, you overlook the bad things. But he is a slime ball.
Listen, the SEC allows these guys to go out there and just slaughter companies, and it's like no big deal. We stepped up to stop the fraud, and everybody's got their balls twisted. Okay? What are you doing? They're pumping, they're doing this, they're doing that. Listen, just show us the number. If we're wrong, we'll go away. But no one's stepping up.
I'll just get the NOBO list. It will be proven right there. Just get it.
Yeah,
and then, it'll be proven. And then we'll know that the 90 million you said sold, that's all normal. It's all normal.
Right.
This is he. How you doing?
It's all normal.
They're just turning finger into a commodity, trading it back
Doing
and
well, thank
throwing it back and forth like a football and making money. Hey, what's wrong with that? So in exchange of emails, Hancock says he understands the difficulties that companies face in attracting capital required to achieve their milestones.
No, I actually ended up.
Of course, it can be higher risk area of
I ended up
financing.
sending
But
you
the
guys
fund provides Australian
different,
companies with an option on the table.
I'm sorry, I'm actually
in
streaming and trading
transition
live right
or
now.
challenging periods.
I sent you.
The main driver of Lind is
no,
founder
okay.
and joint managing director
I
Jeff
actually sent you guys a
Easton,
naturalization certificate with my signature and my photo
of about 50
and I also
funding
explained
deals.
in the reply that I don't have an El Salvador passport because I came here when I
50
was 3.
funding deals is 15 years ago. for small to mid-cap Australian companies since
Thanks, guys. Sorry.
2009. One of Easton's calling cards is a front page profile in the Wall Street Journal. Yay, if it's not for journalism, where would we be? Which mentions his profile on the Lynn website, albeit without any reference to its content. The 1999 article actually portrays Jeff Easton as a hyperactive day trader, buying and selling nothing but Yahoo stock over a 9-month period. What a genius. Described as a good-natured man of 27 with a thin goatee and a massive gut. No, I made that up. A thin goatee and droopy jeans.
He basically said in his story he traded Yahoo stock back and forth
For 9 months.
Yeah, right. You got his ass kicked doing that.
He was trading nearly 1% of Yahoo's daily volume, despite he and his day trader mates operating in, quote, blithe ignorance of the targeted company's revenue, profit, news development, or strategy. The real target, according to the Wall Street Journal, was to take on the market makers, Wall Street firms like Goldman Sachs, and get ahead of them as they bought and sold the stock in large licks. Wait a minute, front running? Cheating?
He's front running. That was his business model?
Those were the days. Since then, Easton has come up through the ranks. What a good man, Easton. He's come up through the ranks of funds management industry, starting Lind in 2009.
Sorry, you guys. That's the broker calling me for DAS Trader. Just a sec.
Institutional investors in Australia. Easton is cagey. Of course he is. He's a liar. Easton is cagey, saying the details of the firm's investor base are confidential, as are its assets under management. The fund's accounts for the year 2013, small operation, total assets of 9.2 million US.
So while we're talking, as you're talking, they just keep trying to move the stock down and crossing stock. I think they just crossed another, went from 269 to almost 290. And now they offered 4,800 at 575. So there's no bid all the time. And the offer just keeps coming down, offer it lower. That's the same pattern. And they just want people to panic out. All right, now we're up to 292. They're just printing stock now back and forth. Anyway.
Who the fuck is this loser?
I always tell people accumulation. Again, we can't win this game without the regulators or the company doing something. And the company's doing their part. And the short sellers are trying to, like that gentleman who called it before, the buffoon. The company is backdooring stock every day. No big deal. That's what's going on here. That's what they want you to believe. That's it.
Whoever that CEO is mollycoddling Jeffrey Easton, the guy has been destroying companies for 15 years.
Right.
He destroyed your company, but you're blind to it. You're blind to
it. Right. Listen, no one have a winning streak like this. I told you, he's got better returns than Warren Buffett. Put him on TV, show everybody your returns. Why isn't he out there raising $1 trillion? He should be the biggest money manager in creation.
Hey, he can flip Yahoo 1% of it. Can you imagine how great he is? He can trade 1% of Yahoo's volume for 9 months.
No way. No way. It's impossible.
I can't believe a journalist would see that as even having any value.
And there's no value.
I'm betting them as they come in.
It's impossible that this guy is 1% of the volume. Buy 50,000, sell 50,000, buy 100, sell 100 on the same spot all day long as he front runs. He's front running buy orders. What was he doing? Front running? That's what he said, right?
It's like that's like Rodney Dangerfield when he was telling Johnny Carson about the guy who killed his family. He said they're all the same. When you ask him, he was a quiet man. He was a good man. He was a kind man. That's Jeff Easton.
They just put a print on somewhere around 70 something cents or whatever. It's 570 something. The bid's 565. They're up to 308 now. They're just trying to create volume and drop the bids. And then a bid shows up and everybody runs it. The whole game changes. These are all
It's like a bunch of little bugs and little ants all over me right now. Like, who the hell is that? I don't even know what the hell they're saying.
And no bid. So they're doing the old parade where sellers. That's what they're trying to do.
Yep.
And it's the same pattern every day, the same thing. Now it's up to 314. So again, another big trade goes off. And I guarantee you that the number of shares will be popping back up on the return to the stock loan people because they can't pay those fees. So the borrow rate will drop. Shares will be popping up. You'll see there's 250,000. That all of a sudden the number of shares that are offered to borrow will go up because they're washing these trades with the naked short.
Are you serious? I'm getting attacked by the freaking bots because of FNGR going up or what?
By two groups trying to move a naked short, a real short, cover it, and give it to the naked short.
But that's all legitimate, right? It'd show up in the NOBO list, and those would be settled trades.
The NOBO list, right? Every company.
When they cross those, that's a settlement, so that doesn't show up in Tom Ronk's numbers.
Right.
So his numbers are wrong. You just got to allow that they can move it from one LLC to the other LLC to the other LLC endlessly, but that's normal. There's systems in place.
Right. The whole thing is a complete scam.
Let me ask you something over the last.
Nah, it seems like the dumbass run out of money. That's what it seems like.
Nope, zero. Here's today. If I was short, why wouldn't I be covering on the dip here? There's 20,000 offered at 570. Why wouldn't I buy some back? Right? They don't cover. It was offered at 570, William. And guess what they did? It was 17,000 offered at 570. That's the spoof. And now they offer 11.
Let me ask you a different question. If all of the private placements, all the stock adds up to 52 million, there's only 24 million shares at the DTC. But the total outstanding is 52 million. You've seen 90 million sold over the last 90 days. Is it because there's been selling and then buying back? Or are they just selling stock that, I don't know, somehow they've located stock for 40 million beyond what exists?
So they just crossed 17,000 at 570. And then the offer disappeared, but then it just came back with 10,000 more at 570. So that will trade shortly. And this is them covering the real short. That's what they're doing. They're covering the real short, and the naked short is out there offering it. And they're basically, it's his job to go out there and take it to try to cover it because he has to return these shares. And that tells you how close they are.
I love that comparison, Mark.
Because they're in a panic that they're trying to, it's so blatant that what they're doing today, trying to cross shares at a certain spot. And that's it. They're trying to create volume to the downside, wash the trades, have an idiot call up and tell everybody it's easy, just get the NOBO list. Every CEO, everyone says the same thing. Since I've been doing it for 20-something years, they said, check this NOBO list. You should be able to get your answers there. Yeah, sure. Half the people up. And there goes your print at 570. That's gone. So the real short is scooping up shares from the naked short. And we all have to sit there and watch the fraud go
but
back.
The naked short located shares. I mean, you have no proof they're actually selling stock that doesn't exist.
Oh, yes, I do. my eyesight, while it may not be great at reading a restaurant menu, I can tell you in stock quotations and trading exactly what they're doing because I've been doing it for 40 years. So for the jerk off that called up, take a walk. You're a novice, you're a liar, and get out of here. Don't fall for those idiots, William. Stop listening to them.
I'll
just block them. Just write back to them. Just tell them point blank, you're an idiot, get lost. Call it.
So how much I got to be careful. I guess I got to be careful. I was going to ask you if you met with any investors recently, and if you can talk about it, but I'm not sure you
I
can.
told you, I met a guy last night that had drinks with Jeffrey Easton in his office. He went in his other office and had drinks with him for 2 hours. He said the guy's a complete dirtbag. That was his answer. I said, okay, there you go. Because he's absolutely behind all this stuff. That's what it is. And that's from having drinks with the guy, and I guess whatever his tone of his language is, he said that absolutely this guy is 100% tied to this nonsense. He's a sleazeball. That was his terms.
A wealthy sleazeball.
Well, he said he was a sleazeball. We didn't discuss money, but I said, I said that. Listen, I don't know why the guy robbed 50 companies. He probably stole $100 million and he wants more. He belongs in jail. All right? How much more do you want to steal? Give me a break. They all think they're going to become Warren Buffett. They're the richest man in the world doing this stuff.
And
So
you
now
said,
trade, with no trades, William, it was 569 to 570 something. All of a sudden, it's 563 to 569 on no trades.
And you said you saw, or somebody else saw, Gary Gensler stop and read the truck with Jeffrey Easton's.
Mark Bazile was right there.
Yeah.
He took a photo of it. He questioned him about it. He saw him stop. Him and his buddy saw him stop in his car and read the truck sign. Absolutely, fact.
So could the SEC start looking at Jeff Easton because of that?
My personal opinion is I believe that they're looking at these characters. I do believe it. I think this is so blatant, so obvious, and we abuse them so much they have no choice. But again, I don't know how long the investigation takes. Someone put up real Scott Dodge and put up that Jeffrey Easton and Lynn Partners has been tied to Savvy Management, a lot of deals. So it's the same group of thugs looting people together.
These are important people for Gary Gensler to protect.
But protect, he caught the one guy already.
Yeah, but Savvy's still walking around in Florida. I'm not.
That's exactly right. You know, he belongs in jail. The DOJ should be absolutely taking all his assets. Prove where you made your money from. He can't do it. He just stole it. And that's all you can say about that. Again, what you're seeing, people, is just a shuffling of the chairs on the Titanic. They're moving the short from one position to the other, trying to manipulate the stock down to get people to sell. There is no trade going on except for when the short does his little magic and rolling a position. All right, you just watched them roll 30,000 shares at 570. All right, these are the type of things you keep an eye on. So again, when the volume comes out today and the short position says it's 62%, taking away the wash trades, the volume comes down and the percentage of shorts go up. So that's what I try to take into account when they do the fake wash trades, because that takes away volume, but increases the percentage of short. So 62% is really 80%. And that's what you're going to see today. And here it is. They just dropped all the bids and they printed it again. I don't know how much they just printed, a big print around 557. We're up to 393 now. So maybe another 10, 15,000 down here. And they just keep printing and printing big blocks. And it's hurry, and it's just sell, 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 sell. And that just shows you the desperation. Where are they going? I don't know. They're just trying to scare people out. And I get it. People get scared out. I got it. But where one person gets scared out, it's an opportunity for someone else. And William, now they got 9,100 at 560. We're at 400,000 shares at 1130 something. And I can guarantee you the 560 trade will trade shortly. And that's another wash trade. That's what they're doing. It's 500 to buy, 9,300 to sell. And no one's hitting the 557 bid, William. Not one share. All right. Oh, but I'm wrong. They just knocked it out. And they put 5,900 at 57. So everybody wants to sell.
When do you think these legitimate shares that are available, when do you think they'll run out of these shares to sell?
I said they just crossed 8,000 here at 555. So you can see that these are all prearranged, bigger trades than normal. All right, you can just see it. You can see the pattern. It's the same pattern.
Yeah.
Accumulation, just like I told you, accumulation, never chase it. If you buy half, buy a percentage, bid for the next piece because they keep doing it.
Yeah.
All right. We know the company's cash flow positive. Okay. We heard it from our guy yesterday. I told you a shareholder called up and told me that. And where the race to try to push it down is for one reason, is because they're choking to death. And here it is now. There's 20,000 offered at 555, William. Have anyone seen the pattern as we're on the phone? 10,000, 8,000, 20,000. Everybody wants to sell all these big positions at the market lower. 20,000 down from 6. If you do the math, 20 times 50, a $10,000 loss just because you want to sell it lower as fast as you can. Again, these are fraud trades. They'll wash it shortly, cross it, because they have to return those shares. And that, you'll see the volumes going up. And right now, I can tell you, based on what I see, 414 is the volume. It's 1128. Now there's 23,000 offered at 555. That additive, they just crossed another big piece. We're up to 450,000. Out of this volume, I would say 60%, 240,000 of the shares is basically fake already. Right, 1138, over 200,000 shares easily is fake trades. There's another big trade. Now we're at 465, another 10,000. Everything's a big block, and all of a sudden it's all trading to the downside. All right, so I've given you a recap, play-by-play of security fraud. I've done it for 40 minutes already. From 6 down, it's the same pattern. Now the trade, that was just the 20, whatever that number was, it just traded, William, at 555. It's all gone. Now it's 555 bid, and we're up to 487 now. 487. I told you that this volume is 60% of it is fake. So at 500,000 shares, which will be out in a few seconds, is 300,000 is crossed and washed trades. And that proves that the naked short is working with the real short in cahoots. Because how did these guys both know that one of them had to buy and one of them needs to sell today at the same time? Think about that. And the naked short was nice enough to knock it down so that the real short can cover without really losing money. Isn't that strange, William, how that happened?
It's strange.
Let me sell it down for you, William, so you don't lose a lot of money because you have to cover. So I'll sell it down for you today. I'll do it between 10 and 12 o'clock.
I just want you to cleanse. I want you to cleanse all the excitement out of the stock for me. Do me that favor of cleaning the market.
Just think about what I just told you. The real short has to cover, and the naked short is nice enough to sell it lower so that they can cover without losing a lot of money. Well, that tells you 100% that they're working together. The real short, so if the federal authorities are listening, pick up the real short, and in 30 seconds, he'll point the finger to the naked short because they are working together. And I'm sure all these cross trades are going from one account to the other. No one in the middle. It's just these two characters going back and forth. They're going to call them up. I'm going to put 30,000 out there, 565 in a little while. And you do is I'll put it out there and you cross it. Here it is. It's 564, 2,000 now. So again, you'll start seeing the real shorts scooping up any big size and they're washing it. And, that's it. So there's nothing much more to say. We have to live with this nonsense. This is the U.S. equity market. And again, if you're not involved, if you have nothing to do with the equity markets, or you have the opportunity, run away, because you're watching is complete fraudulent activity. You're watching it that we can pinpoint it for you in real time. And for the gentleman that called up with the stupid no-go list, we've been doing this for over 3 years. Not 2 hours, 3 years. Okay, I think we know what we see. We're not dumb. I can't tell you how many professionals are on my side here watching the stock. All right, it's enormous on our side here. So again, here it was at 564, and they just dropped down. William, someone has to sell 400 shares at 557. They didn't sell it at 565, 63, 62, 560. Put it down at 557. And then all the bids disappear. It's the same pattern. This is not a computer. This is a trader manipulating
Is
markets.
this the guy that traded Yahoo for a living?
Yeah. So it went from 550 something bid to 549 with no trade. Drop the bids. Drop the bids. Hurry up. No trades. Just drop the bids. Because investors do not buy stock every second. This isn't Netflix. This isn't NVIDIA. This is a small cap NASDAQ company. Buyers come in and out. Yes, that's true. But when there's no buyers there, you can see the manipulation. Oh my God, there's an air pocket. Let's create that volatility. So the stock has moved back and forth, William, without a trade. It was down to 540, 49, back up to 550, no trades. All the bids, the markets are moving all over the place. This is like high-speed trading, but nothing's trading. I told you before, they need to create volatility. They're trying to create volatility. There is no selling. Investors aren't selling. So we went from 550 to 554. Now it's 553 to 559, and not a share traded. We're still at 598, and now it's trading at 5. Listen.
Hey, KM, you only show up here when the price comes down, bro. I'm about to block your dumbass, chump ass, bro. You're out, man. You're out. That was the last one. Peace. See you later, bro.
The SEC is a disgrace. The FBI, the DOJ, they should be grabbing these guys by their hair. Okay. Now the 559 is gone. It's at 560, and we're still at 598, 178. Nothing's traded.
Dumbass.
Shares is traded. I'm sorry, William. I've missed 100 share lot. I can call this, and here it is. It was offered at 560. That disappeared, and we're still about 498, 200. This is only 100 shares traded.
If you're still listening, we already saw the downside, fool.
With no trades.
How clever are you there, huh?
No trades at all.
Not too clever, right? Yeah, but that's right, man. We already saw the downside. Come on, bro. But you're freaking banned now. That's where you are. You're banned now.
100%.
Good. Adios.
Washed trades between the short and the real short. All right. Any other questions? Because this is getting repetitive and this is a waste of my time. If you can't see this, just mark the numbers down. You could see it. Educate yourself. Because what you see here, in whatever name you're playing, they do the same tricks. All right. The difference is this company has fundamentals and is fundamentally sound, and they picked the wrong stock, okay, to go against. All right. And now they have a huge problem. All right. I can see them shooting other stocks that have big naked shorts, going after GTI.
No, they do this negative sentiment thing because they don't know how to trade. So they prey on fear. So because they don't know how to actually trade, they'll just say, oh, we're the this. They'll start talking their crap so they can just fuel the sell-off. Like, bro, come on. Like, I will make money on the markets with my mouth shut and no one knowing anything, bro, but you can't.
It's proven that they don't need the money, and now they have a serious problem. All right? As each day that goes on, the company's closer to releasing the next news quarter or releasing whatever else they got up their sleeves, right? So, again, where are they going? The payday here is, unfortunately, we have to wait for when they fold. or a regulator knocks on the
¿Qué pasó,
door,
compita?
I do believe there's got to be some news on that front. The DOJ said they're going after the shorts. I expect that shortly also. All right, so there's things coming up, the movie, the DOJ, the SEC, we'll put the truck in. We're going to let Lynn Partners and the Secret Service know all about Lynn Partners and the counterfeiting ring that they looted U.S. public companies and investors out of billions of dollars. And our good friend in Australia is the
Yeah, that's how good that KM trader is. That's how good he is. He comes after the downside is there, but he doesn't even fucking know that I said the downside was coming in yesterday. Like, my bro, you don't know how to trade? Get the fuck out of here, man.
nonsense.
Stupid ass.
I have a conference call with some people at 12 o'clock. And
Well, thanks for
Yeah,
your
you're right,
energy and that you don't quit. They count on you quitting, and you never do. So thank you.
oh, God, I'm not going to quit. Get out of it. Listen, the dope that called up
Ah,
today.
pendejadas y media, güey. No manches.
Okay. Listen, guys, this is a little trick that people need to understand. I haven't said it. You have to be careful of the longs, people that pretend that they're investors and they're really the shorts. All right. This is a way for them to get in here and give misinformation. You can tell by their language what they are. It's a pump, it's a dump, it's a scam, a bloated pig. These are all the terms that the bastards use. They use the same terminology all the time. None of them have any fundamental stories. You know, if they can sit there and say, well, you know, their fundamentals, that, you know, in China, no one's going to buy cell phones, whatever it may be, at least come back with that. They can't even come up with a story. They're just making up numbers. They're just throwing any shit at the wall they can to try to get people to sell the stock. And, you know, we've been standing at 498. There's another 2,000 traded with 502. 502, and I told you before, 60% of this volume is fake. So, you know, at 500, that's 300,000 you could take off. The real volume is 202,000, in which the naked short has contributed probably 80% of that. Because there is no selling. It's 558, 100 shares by 560, and nothing's trading. And the stock is down 39 cents. So you would think if someone was nervous, they would sell it, but there is none. It comes down to when they want to cross something, and that's the trade. Otherwise, it's parked and doing nothing. All right, listen, I have to run, William. Have a great day. Go take your dog for a walk. Go outside. It looks nice out, and we'll speak later. If I have something to say, I'll call you up, William. We'll get it going. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day. Yeah.
Call ended.
All right, guys. Dave M. Retail getting shafted again. She took the elevator. You're getting the shaft. Let's just go through some of these. Look, guys, I've been going through it here. I cannot find any evidence that a record date has been given for Logic. I'm going through the proxy page by page, but you shouldn't have to. It should be in bold print what the record date is.
I wish I could, bro.
But I think on information I have and belief that the record date for Logic has already passed. So that means, but it should be out there. I shouldn't have to guess. I'm going to keep going through it a little bit at a page at a time.
I hate it when people like pry on or prey on like sentiment. Like, dude, that is the most cringiest thing like that exists in the markets. It's like the moment you get a downturn here on a ticker, then you get all these people to start talking their crap. It's like, bro, if you can't trade, like, then get the hell out of the markets, man. Like, that's not like, how do you see that as fair? It's like the moment you get a drop right here, then you get everybody like to start acting like all this, like they all start to say the damn same thing. Dude, it's like man, if you can't trade, get out. You know, like I mean, like these guys, they really do that. And I see it happen. I see it happen in my Discord. I see it happen in Twitter. I see it happen here in YouTube. Like, dude, these guys really like that's all they're good for. That's all they're good for. They just prey on the psychology behind it because they can't actually trade the downside for real. Cryptic, that is dead on, bro. Ian Tucker, you may have that you know, that point right there. 93. Dude. It's out of pocket, you know, and it's cheap. Like, dude, I mean, guys, I can trade the downside without saying a single word to anyone and I'll bank. Without playing the manipulation, without doing that typical short game. You know what I mean? When you are a professional trader, you know, and I'm not at all saying that I am. I'm telling you because I see this from the pro traders, right? So when you're a pro trader, these guys you're not playing any sentiment games. The only sentiment game you're playing is reading the sentiment in the chart. Your own discretion, your database, your back tests, that. You know, your ability to read price action, your ability to read psychology through candles, that's what makes a good trader. Like, not the fact that you can instill fear into retail. Like, it's so cheap. It's so low. Yeah, literally. Ian, dude, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Cryptic is saying yeah, it's just, dude, like, bro, if you can, I mean, Cryptic said pro traders play their own chart. All they look at is big money, not retail. That's right, man. Definitely need to keep the emotions in check. Pretty numb to all this nonsense. It's going to be more than worth it. Yeah, worth it in the end. I enjoy your day. You too, my brother. Thank you for coming by, sharing your perspective. Appreciate you so much. Yardline, that's how the world is. It's sadly everywhere. Don't let them get you down. You're awesome. You know, Yardline, I'm not down. I'm just really upset over how people can try to take like advantage of other people's psychology. You know, it's just a cheap game, and it shows just how not good you are. You know what I mean? And it's like, guys, like, I mean, man, there are so many tickers, team, that I've actually evaluated for other traders, and we've been able to bank off of those tickers too. Like late night requests or whatever. I'll try my best, you know. And then I'll see a good opportunity and we'll either trade it short or trade it long. And they work out. And I never released a video on them. And I never even mentioned it on a Twitter post either. So it's like that's when you should really start gauging your ability. Like those guys, I mean. Like, try that. Like, try to see, in hindsight, what could possibly happen to the price action in the coming days. Like, I mean, that's taken very lightly. You know, it's taken super lightly. It's like, it's one thing to evaluate your price action in hindsight, right? Meaning that the day already finished and then you look back on the play and say what happened, cool. But can you determine what may happen tomorrow or the following day? And then upon that thesis, can you then trade it, right? Because there's several levels to this. It's like, it's literally Meek Mill right there, man. There's levels to this. Yeah, Yardline, you're right. You're absolutely right. It will go on, and on with people like that. It really will. Yuka Frita, my bro. Appreciate the time you take to educate everyone. It definitely helps. My brother Husker, I really tried to make that the case here, you know? Guys, damn. Gal, I need you to be super careful in the next 3 minutes and 16 seconds. This is a shooting star printing on an 8-hour time frame with not that much of a difference in break of market structure here. This does not feel so healthy, and it actually feels like it's about to capitulate. I will say that it's a ascending price action with increasing volume. That looks very bullish, but I'm usually not the best. Welby, what's up, buddy? LIFW. Yeah, let me look at that right after this, bro. LIFW. Yeah, guys, I don't need to post anything to no one. I don't like on Twitter or YouTube to trade a play. You know what I mean? Because I could also be accused of that, right? I could be accused of market manipulation. But God only knows, so many people have already asked me tickers that I never post videos of, and the price action happens. It's tough. It's tough to do it, team, and I have done my due diligence here, you know, and I really encourage everyone to do so as well. And I look to inspire you all to do that too. That's really interesting. Whoa. Danielle, it is so close to lunchtime. That is not the Gal, watch out for this, okay? Watch out for this. This candle does not look good. It's closing, but okay, this would potentially close. Let's look at the SPY, right? But look. This would close beneath the closing value of the prior candle. So $6 is the prior candle, and that is also a psychological target. That paired with a shooting star, and also closing, not even to mention the closing beneath the wick high, that presents a pretty bearish case here, okay? And it really looks, damn. I mean, it's fooling people here. Let me see the hourly time frame real quick. It's less than a minute to go. Wow, yeah, it's already showing signs of capitulation here. Let me see the 30-minute downside on stochastic momentum, bearish crossover on the RSI. This thing is probably going to fall. Downside already the downside is already kind of coming in. The bi-hourly time frame is showing the RSI 14 to be down. I think that would be a temporary support grab at 576, and that would be the invalidation zone. So yes, 576, potential bounce to, I would say, maybe 590 and then drop. I'm gonna come to you right now, Danielle. Hold on just a sec. I know. It's critically important to make sure that you are aware of the time, because you know we can get trapped. Yeah, the bearish time frames leading all the way to the 3-hour closure in 5 seconds. Careful, this is not looking good. Yeah, wait for it. I think there could be. I mean, we could also just trade better tickers too. Not a problem, Gal. I got you. Yeah, so 575 is 575, 576 temporary support, right? So this closure already happened and the hourly candle hasn't even printed just yet, but that's because of contraction happening. Less volume is coming in right now as the asset comes down. Bearish engulfing, Explore at Will saying FNGR bearish engulfing on the bi-hourly time frame. Trade carefully, team. Thank you, brother. Thank you for looking out for the team. This is, yeah, that's a bearish engulfing on a bi-hourly time frame. Credible enough. Just closed. It literally just closed, brother. Good eye. Damn. Wow. Yeah, this could send that price action down to those levels, I think. Maybe 545, but please remember still, even a Cryptic Trader gave us a 522 bottom side. That is an invalidation zone as well by invalidating the one that we're presently in. Here comes the price. Let's look at the SPY real quick. Dude, I mean, damn. with enough pressure, it could enter there, dude. And to be very honest with you, that would be the target. Damn. Okay. So if we're gonna talk about below $5, what are the conditions, right? A failure of I would say a bi-hourly candle beneath 511, right? So as soon as we start, actually 512. So as soon as we start cracking this area here, which is also the inverse head and shoulders, bottom shoulders, right? Very close to that. Starting to break beneath that would introduce then a 480 grab, quick bounce to around 512, and then this would start capitulating beyond the $5 zone into the mid fours. Okay, so then your 451 becomes the next invalidation zone with a resistance of 482. Yes, we can do that. Let me catch. I will look at HUBC, and please remind me. I just want to. Danielle, are you in puts? This hourly closure happened inside of the channel right here. So your downside should be more relevant than not. First support, I have to adjust it now because of the previous candle close. You're out, Danielle? Okay, good. Yeah, that's a team. Yeah, we could. Remember what I said. Look at Cryptic Traders warning us right now that it is the FOMC day. Guys, yes. Remember what I said earlier, that although I'm still pending the review for my DAS trader and my broker, which, by the way, I just got on the phone with them, I said that I would stay cash today. And I mean that. I really mean that. I haven't traded a Fed day today, a Fed day since. But I'm staying cash, team. And if you are going to trade it, I would not trade it during his speech. He has the ability to say some words that make the price run, and then out of nowhere, another sentence that make the price drop. So there's no way of telling what that can do. Mark R, triple nickel. I love it when you say that, dude. That's funny. I just hit the triple nickel. Yeah, exactly. I think around 11:30 a.m. Pacific, there could be some shots there upon some confirmations and closures. Totally agree. Completely agree. All right, team. So this is the 50% of historical returns that I'm talking about at 555 at the triple nickel. We are currently falling beneath that, and that's pretty bearish. Danielle Spears, that's actually the Federal Open Market Committee. That includes the Federal Reserve's chairman, Jerome Powell. And he's going to speak on they're going to give us the rate hike decision. So whether they if they're going to essentially raise the interest rates again, that'll capitulate the markets. So this run up here, that usually is what happens when leading into a Fed a Fed speech or So I think this was already pre-priced in, as in this is the topside target for if they pause, right? So meaning that the price action could probably run up one more time to around 421.91, and then it'll probably correct itself down to some relevant support before coming back up again, right? So I think this is already the pre-pricing of the potential pause, but we can't guess that. We literally can't guess that. Kitties, is it really? Okay, TTOO dropping. It's now testing the bottom side of these two wicks here. Only a matter of time before it drops into these targets here. I think that the next support range 581 to 576. Let it close an hourly candle above that first, right? And then if that hourly candle closes, then give it a 4 hour, because TTOO is not one to mess around with. Which one is that one, bro? Huge drop on this and a massive recovery. Damn. That, dude, that's not bad. It's currently 17. Yeah, it's currently up 17% on the day. That's crazy. And I have covered it before. Okay. It is currently at a resistance right now and also at the gap. That's a little bit of a difficult run there, although it does show bull strength. LIFW, we have to look at that, right, brother? Is it moving on? Is it moving up? This is, I mean, I don't know what to make of this. I feel like it could, right? But at this top out at 67.13, that's it's too strong. And then also the resistance that you're currently getting. What was that again? Let me see. So the top side of this daily candle was 46.99. That 46.99 is it's confluent with this gap here. That's I don't know that it's going to be able to do it today. But I mean, if there's enough pressure to the upside with maybe even the Fed, maybe everything gets a push. Bob, what did I call the drop on FNGR to? I want to see if we can actually meet the targets though. We spoke about a 545, but I mean, there is still the off chance that this thing gets down to the 532 level, even down to the level that Cryptic provided for us at 522, which is slightly lower than my thread of analysis, but it's sound. It is very valid. And if we are looking at the RSI for potential support grabs, yeah, we can move up the timeframes and see when the RSI signal is above the SMA 14 represented by the pink line. So if we move up like this, yeah, you see the 8-hour time frame could be at a support right now. I'm not convinced, right? MACD is flipping to the downside here, getting some bear pressure inside. I don't know that this is going to be the actual support. So let's look at the 12-hour time frame. So the 12-hour looks to be more like it, right? So we could still get a little bit further of a downside, which honestly could introduce around 540 maybe for now. I mean, it's this right here. We've already talked about this support. 541 to 535. Oh, TTO but finger as well. Oh my goodness, dude. This one is experiencing it's experiencing a spam bot just like I did earlier. Oh my goodness, man. What the hell happened today? Today was ridiculous. What the hell, man? It's like, I'm like, guys, I'm trying to trade over here. What the hell are you spamming for? Like, what is that? Off-grid Gorilla. I'm sorry I missed it, brother. So I'm back, finished trading. So you, wait. Are you down as in you're not green? You ended red? Looks like I missed some mayhem. You all good, Arca? Oh, Off-Grid Gorilla, my bro, dude. Man, I got attacked by like some spam bots, and there were like dozens of messages that I just started like, capitulating. Yeah, EO, Jerome Powell should be coming in about 2 hours, I believe. Isn't that 19, 11, 12? That's going to be 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Is that 2, 1, 12? That would be 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. I think that's... Yeah, it was. It's like a spam-palooza, man. See, LIFW. Hold on, brothers. I'm sorry. Welby, where are you at, man? Red on the day, minus 1.5%. Bro, that's... Yeah, too choppy of a Fed day. I'm telling you, brother. And I know your discretion is very sharp, but I really do mean for you know, when I tell you guys that please consider staying cash. It's just it's a little too unpredictable. We can't predict what the hell the damn Fed Powell's gonna say, man. He can capitulate the markets and literally run the markets all within freaking 2 sentences. Like we can't trade that. It would be gambling at that, right? So we're not gamblers, we're traders, right? We're day traders. So if we can just like EO was saying, right? If we can just maybe consider the opportunity after he speaks, you know, there could be some lucrative opportunity there. But I will have to admit that the easier trades come in the day after the Fed speaks. So Bob is saying he makes the announcement at 1 Central Time, then press conference at 1:30 Central Time. Cyber Sultan saying an hour 47 minutes until the FOMC meeting. But Off-Grid Gorilla, I'm very happy that you ended up pulling out. And yeah, team, believe me when I say that I definitely practice what I preach. I will not trade it. It's you know. Okay, so there is a present condition right now that already met around 14-15 minutes ago. And that was the hourly closure of LIFW beneath a regression band. Right? So if that is the case, then this was a temporary upside, which let's see. I guess, yeah, tiny little gap here in the hourly, which is pretty much the top side of our candle here. That could have been the resistance grab before this thing capitulates. So, and now that it came back down here, it would start testing the regression top at 281. So if 281 is the absolute top here, then we're going to float around this area here until price action gives up, because in all reality, this is down from 324 to 283. So it is I mean, man, I don't know how I feel about that. It's just these wicks, man, these wicks to the upside, those are not the best, right? They don't look too good. You did buy more ASR. You got filled? I had people in here saying they couldn't get filled. Kitties was telling me that he couldn't get filled. EO saying exactly, after the dust settles, this market is not going anywhere. Be cautious, not financial advice. Very well said, my brother. So Off-Grid Gorilla saying you did buy more ASRE at 28.5 limit order. Okay, it's you kept it set there. Did it end up recovering above 30 cents again? I actually haven't even looked at that. Hold on, guys. The damn heater just turned on. There's no way I can take that. Hold on. Just a sec, team. Yeah, Bob, the heater, because and I can't turn it. It's like not responding on my phone. The heater, because it's like 49, 50 degrees outside. And the studio tends to get like the studio room gets like the hottest and the coldest. ASRE at $29.90, pretty much to 30 cents. Oh my goodness, this was a crazy shakeout. The freaking spammers are on my heater now. Guys, let me step out. I need to actually, yeah, I need to turn that thing down. I'm like way too heated. Hold on, guys. What is good, team? What has happened? Well, it appears as though we're dropping down to that level. Oh man, Carl, I'm so sorry to hear, bro. I mean, we can we can trade other plays, brother. Like, I mean, right now, Nvidia, for example, it's ripping, you know, right? It just it went up like crazy. You know, that follows you know, and if we want to play Nvidia, the inverse of that, we can play the SOXS. Right? Could have played puts on this thing too, or the SOXL, or you know, for the upside. Lots of ways to play the market, my brother. I'm very sorry to hear what you just said. Okay, team. So yeah, look at this, man. This was literally the area that we talked about in the analysis last night. Kitties. Oh my goodness. Oh, dude. Let's pull it up. Let me see. I think I have it here. Oh my goodness. Where is Sebastian? Sebastian, if you're still in here, buddy, are you did you check your position on HUBC? Let's take a look at this. Yeah. Today is not the day for these stocks, team. I'm not gonna last in these too long, team. I'm gonna eventually bring the entire family like over to safer plays. I've been introducing them little by little too, you know. So there are ways, but okay. So let's dive into the nitty gritty here. Man, just to show just how much the regression here on the ascending triangle is actually working, right? This is one thing that's giving me bullish sentiment, despite the fact that we may actually see a continuation to the downside here to particularly 67, 63. But it is following the regression pretty nicely, and several hours closing above it, which is pretty. I mean, that's a lot of confirmation. Oh, nice. Cryptic Trader, you played AMD? You played it long? I assume so, right? We got a nice run up. Yeah, the broker called me like about an hour ago. Just before you got here, Cryptic, and they played it long. Nice, dude, nice. Ian Tucker, yes, you can. Given that you have at least a level 2 options, right, Cryptic? I think it's a level 2 options experience, right? For you to be able to move outside of covered calls, covered puts, you can do long and I think it's long calls and long puts after that, I believe. And I think the third level of options would introduce, I think, shorting, selling, unless the selling is actually part of level 1. Level 2, right? Yeah. So, kiddies, this was what I was talking about here. 30 minutes, 29 seconds to close this hourly candle, and it would close beneath the regression line here. So you can see what happens when price action closes beneath, right? It just comes back down to that regression and tests it and recovers. But I must admit, you know, with the volatility over the markets, this is likely why it's rejecting here too. Oh, hell no. Hold on. Oh, dude, I need a new chart. I hope I'm not seeing this. Hold on. Let's see. Let's do a completely new chart here. And this is going to be HUBC. I hate those lines, by the way. I need to dim that down. Okay, that's cool. Let me see this in a smaller time frame. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what to make of that. I mean, but I see it though. Could this really be forming an ascending? I mean, this is... dude, what? I mean, in all technicalities, this could also be this, though. Let me see. The formation found here is going to be critical to the existence of this. I'm sorry, to the... you're right. I do see that. I do see that too, right? But it's not too realistic because that would introduce a price that's like 10 cents. I mean, it's possible. You know, anything can happen in the markets, but I actually think this is a bullish formation. Ooh. Damn, Sebastian Lim is going to celebrate. It has a lot of work, but yeah. I think this is potentially setting up. Sorry, my LCD is killing me right now. All right. So, if this is the case, oh, man. Ascending triangle. Let me see. Let me try to invalidate it. You do? Oh, man, I can't escape it, man. Okay, it's very conditional upon the next run-up because this can easily turn into a rising wedge. And if it turns into a rising wedge, then you know it's going down. But in this case here, I am favoring the right angle. And if this is a right angle, then this is set to recover. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, my brother. So this is where it would go, right? So this is one of the targets. Let's just put it back here. So an upside target would take, you know what, we're just going to label them all just so that we are all on the same page. Then obviously we have to take the center of the triangle. I mean, we're kind of there right now. So, and this is the 30-minute time frame, right? So it is going to kind of complete fast-ish. So approaching the 65 to 70% to the apex of the triangle would be like tomorrow AM. No, today. Does this have does this trade after hours? Dry powder waiting for that finger drop. That's a good question. Dude, that is a very good question. Did you notice that YouTube also changed their like? I hate it that they change it so damn much. It's like I get used to a button in a certain place and then that button's gone. And also I have an artist or it's my settings are within Studio, so they're slightly different than the Unless you have an influencer account, then, you know, I may be able to see it, but I have a lot of unlocked like features, you know, that get released to you as you break every milestone. 7969. So I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to see the exact menu items that you have. Mark Roach. Oh, nice, dude. Please be safe. Be well. I hope everything goes good at the school. So it does have after hours. Okay, got it. Thank you, brother. So it would be set to break out near near the after hours. 5 where is it right now, by the way? So yeah, but the thing is that we're waiting for this 23 minutes. Yeah, we're waiting for the 23 minutes to close beneath the regression. Right. So, oh, right. I don't have any indicators in here. Let me do that. Oh, nice. That actually may have a shot. I mean, it's touching the resistance like very clearly, right? So it may actually have a shot to close. I'll put the target there too, so that we know what exactly it is, right? So, for example, here, right, 70.44. This candle closure above 70.44 would be bullish. But I think that bullish would actually rise to around 74 cents before resisting. And then it would essentially come back down to around 70.94 or 71 cents. And then we would, you know, hopefully start, you know, chopping around the upper half of the regression band. But look at the price action at 70.44. So 22 minutes, 51 seconds, very conditional. And that would be the start of the after lunch. So they're very well, HUBC could very well see a switcheroo. Maybe. Oh, man. I feel like it wants it. Let me go back to... Nice. It just moved. Oh, it's trying to move up. It's... Oof. Goodness. Yeah, this is going to be a very tight 22 minutes. Let me go back to FNGR. So it reached 536. The levels to drop were actually 540. I was thinking 545 a little bit earlier, but if I recall correctly, I think 532 is the not 236, so that's also a potential. But dude, it's entirely impossible for me to tell. But I guess this is as best as I can do right now. I'm not sure that it can continue to the downside, seeing that we're about 20 minutes away from lunch being over. So I think this is actually going to flip. Maybe. That is super speculative. In no way, shape, or form is that backtested. It is completely discretionary. Oh, man. I mean, that was a pretty nice bounce, though. Yeah, 536 to 547. Very interesting. SPY capitulating. CDIO, my brother. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so let me get the regression bands out. I need to show you this because this is critical. What the heck just happened? What? What the hell? Price was not there just a second ago. It was actually at the resistance. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. So if it may have corrected, the drawing may have, I'm sorry, the channel may have corrected, which is really, really weird. Okay, so I remember that this formation was giving me a little bit of trouble. When did this thing rise like this? Are you serious? This was just yesterday? Okay, with that new information, let me see if I can correct the pivots here. I mean, maybe. Possibly here. And then also possibly 4 hours. Let me see. Still, no, that's not convincing me either. I think it could be down here. Actually, what are these? What are those? Okay, that makes a little more sense here ish. So body, wick, and wick. Okay, so if this is really doing what I think it's doing, it's on a breakout. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can get the cleanest support level here. I think that's it. This is a terrible channel. I hate it. So, right. So, yeah, what I'm observing here is that this could be. What I'm observing here is that this could be the support validation after a breakout, right? So this thing broke out, support grab. Yeah, this may be. Hold on. We have a resistance there and a resistance here. These are levels. And is this also trying to print some weird inverse head and shoulders too? Does the sentiment really believe that much? Wow. I guess it's possible, right? So yeah, just to kind of hold on, let me draw at the trend line, because this is the overall take profit, right up here, 46.10, based on the breaking out of this channel, the channel width, right? So this is that. And the breakout was over here, right? So you apply the trend line there, and then this gives you that target. So, but price action did resist from the 4.618, almost exactly there too. The high was 39.40, and this was 39.57. That was pretty clean. The current support right now is also very, very important. We're at the 2.618 at 29.31. This is 29.45, so it's at the brink of it. I would wait for this 4-hour candle to close above the channel. That's what you're saying, but Arca, we love your channel. Damn, dude, what I just said right now, just not the words that I just said. It was just so in the way that I said it just reminded me so much of Matt Perry, Chandler Bing, right? Dude, such a sad story, man. Wow. What? Explore at will? No way on the level 2? I would wait. Yeah, I think I would wait for this for the closure here of the 4-hour candle above this regression. So the regression would be 28.80. 28.76. So closing above 28.76 would be bullish, and then this could actually start to recover again. What is the SPY doing? The SPY is still just a huge party to the downside. When recovery, man. Oh, where was it? Explore at will. Where was it before 545? That's also very curious. No way. What the heck? It was at 572? I want to see. That is massive. Man, I'm not catching any manipulation there. But, I mean, that could have... Yeah, that's a... It did get slashed. That thing just got fruit ninja'd. Daniel Gonzalez, what's up, man? Dude, you don't even know what just happened, man. Oh, my God, dude. I got like spam botted, like attacked. Fools out here, dude. It was just dozens and dozens of messages. I was out here like fruit ninja, man. I was chopping it. Like, nah. Dude. And like even the community was like, what the hell is going on? Damn, dude. The screenwriter, my bro. Oh, man. Dude, yeah, so everything does rally to the upside when the Fed is going to speak. It's just the correction now, right? So 2:30 p.m. Eastern, I think. 11:30 a.m. Pacific. Jerome Powell is going to he's going to speak on the interest rate. Oh man, the rate hikes. Oh, dude. That guy is a nightmare all by himself, too. My dude is just, he's about to bring the pain on the whole market, man. I hope it doesn't. Everybody, what? No way. Look at this. Guys, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, like more. 4 more iterations of manipulation here. Man, that's hot. 93. Well, imagine that. Some more. What? No, did it really take this much to get this down? That's, dude, what? That's ridiculous. And one more right there. What? There's no way. What in the hell? Wow. Okay, let's count them. Damn, it's like they unleashed the week up in here. Oh my goodness, dude. Jeff, this was 100,000 shares short from 572 to 545. So what I was just saying here is that, look, I mean, these are all the strikes of manipulation today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots of manipulation today. What? That big wick energy action right here was actually just a just bulls trying to take it, right? They were trying to take it there. And then out of nowhere, Explore at Will comes up and says, dude, there's 100K shares short right there on the on the freaking ask. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, dude, actually, this is the most I've seen in a single freaking hour or ever, right? Because I think we had, I forgot how many, I don't even have them cataloged anymore. But I think we ended up getting like over the span of 4 or 5 days, that probably 12. We just got 11 within like an hour or two. Ah, Cryptic, man. But look, the Bulls are still trying to take it, man. Hats off to the boys there, man. That's crazy. I think, Daryl, I think that could change in the next few minutes. At least in the next 10 to 40 minutes, literally. 10 a.m. to 10:30 Pacific time. That is ridiculous. Is SPY, oh my goodness, man. So everything dropping along. Oh, look at, guys. If you took the VIX trade, congratulations. I realize I didn't really follow through with it, but we definitely got the target number 1, and now we're going for target number 2. So Ian Tucker, okay, figured out the unblocking. Go to your Google account, people, and sharing, and look for blocked next to their name. Click X to them on the list. Oh, I see. Okay, so in my case, I will not. I will keep them blocked. But that's good to know. My bro. Oh, what? HUBC is trying to recover? Off-grid gorilla. So I don't know if you noticed earlier when Aiden was telling me, Arca, or I forgot who was saying, Arca, your mic is hot. I was on the phone with the broker, and they were saying for me to send my my passport, and I said, dude, my passport is expired. Like, you want, like, you guys said that I should upload it anyway because it has my picture and signature now that I have my updated license. And so that's for Das Trader, brother. Sasquatch, thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, it was you who said that. So, yeah, it's still under review. Apparently I still need to upload, my passport, and then they're gonna, pass it. And then I would have to, set the wire info, and then, yeah, dude, seriously. But I feel like I'm at the tail end of it. I've already uploaded my life. They like straight know what I was doing from 14 years old. They were like, where were you born? Why were you born? Have you visited there before? And why? Do you have any assets there? Why not? CMEG, Capital Markets Elite. Yeah, no, Ian, it would be a complete waste of money if you do go to Das Trader right now, brother. That is, it is like giving your 15-year-old child with a driver's permit. You're giving him a 458 Italia Ferrari. Like, don't do that. I can already imagine my daughter in a Ferrari, dude. Oh my goodness, man. She's gonna think she all that hot cake and everything, and she's gonna beat the damn thing down. Oh my goodness, dude. It's like $200 a month, bro. Yeah, we gotta start low. We gotta start with a 1982 Datsun. All right. Maybe not any older, because we're gonna get into the collector's items, right? We want to get, you know what? No, screw that. We're gonna start with a 1994 Honda Accord. All right, and then we'll start off with the 94 Honda Accord in that really weird green. with the peeling off paint and the purple tints. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Hopefully next week, I have to work on one of my rentals rest of the week. So I'll be back next week, and I'll love trading live with you. My brother, we're going to go right back into that, man. Yeah, seriously. Cryptic Trader saying, plus, you need a $25,000 account right there for a margin account, right? And then, or you can do an offshore broker to really leverage DAS, and that's what I'm doing. I'm opening offshore. Yeah, Bob is saying I worked in the federal government and military for 36 years. Retired, then went to get a contractor job that did government work. Needed a security background check. I asked, don't you know everything about me? Damn. I know, right? It's like you have been literally serving that government for 36 years. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, dude, I should be your boss. 93 saying I started with a 02 Accord. I know the green that you're talking about. Thank God mine was all black. Dude, that green. Oh, man. GTII floor, my bro. That is that question. That honestly, dude, that's the reason. That's the real I get this question asked all the time, man. People are saying, Arca, why aren't you doing GTII videos? It's because it's because if I make a GTII video, I'm gonna smack the truth, and they're so hard that they're gonna start saying that I am now the number one tier shorter. So as I do have a pretty aggressive target for that ticker, my bro. Damn, look at that. HUBC complete recovery over here, right? 2 minutes and 57 seconds to close, upside of 70.44. Hell yeah, it is off grid, dude. Go through TD or Interactive Brokers. You drop in. I mean, honestly, I would probably drop in 30,000. Right, keep yourself a little bit of wiggle room so that you don't break into you don't break into the margin requirement. They'll put you, they'll make you close, and and you'll have to either add cash value or margin your position. Yeah, there's the link. Thank you, Cryptic. Rosy gray glasses. They'll make you close. I request Abercrombie and Fitch. HUBC completely recovering that ban. GTII getting crushed again. Oh, damn. There was that, right? And then just another drop, dude. Okay, yeah, so remember, number one shill over here is Arca. If he starts talking about the downside targets, right? It's just, guys, I'm my demand zone. I'm telling you, man, 45.63 to 49.54. Don't say I said it, okay? I just told you guys right now in secret. I have exposure to GTII, right? The dividend shares like 9, and also I own 1 share. I'm not joking. I own 1 share. Dude, I'm not joking, bro. Cryptic, me too, man. This 45-cent target down here, bro, the last time the asset reached that, it got freaking sent. Right here, look. This that time when it came down here, bam. And then it was like 298. Kitty's not a problem, man. I got you, dude. I was really hoping for the best there, man. There's no way I had any type of confidence there. I was like, oh, damn, Kitty's is about to suffer on my call. I'm just kidding, dude. Oh, man. No, Aiden. No. That's a completely different platform. Yeah, Cryptic will tell you, dude. He always shares images with us. Oh, right. You were in the live. You were in the live thing when Cryptic, Zephram, and I and Sebastian were talking, right? He was sharing images of his DAS trader. Just a sec, team. Damn. Let's see. Guys, yeah, there's no way I can't tell you that this thing is just gonna bounce from here, guys. I really feel like it wants this. This is, I mean, arguably these are one of the strongest demands that it has. It may not reach it, right? It may not. It's just that it's breaking these wick lows. Ah, dude. Yeah, it's currently using all of this area as resistance. Yeah, you guys, I really wish I had better news here. And also I really did think that this was going to follow this regression here, but it really just has a mind of its own. But when these critical targets are so close, it like sometimes the asset may just be like, you know what, well, might as well just reach it, right? So it's after 10 a.m. now. There could be a recovery in a few tickers now. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and see. The VIX is already coming up. Let me see the SPY. Yikes. And let's take a look at Tesla too, right? Oh my goodness. Like, what is all that? Oh my goodness, man. That is a lot. That is sentiment. Damn, dude. Okay, yeah, team. I think I was right now. I'm thinking about the markets. I'm really thinking about what direction could be the higher probability, and I gotta say, I'm even with like circling around my mind in thinking what could happen, based on Tesla's present price and the SPY as well, that it's in such a dangerous area. Like, for example, look at this. Apple's EMA 55 on the 4-hour, that presents a huge danger to the longs because this can technically drop back down to 170.40, all the way down to the EMA 21. Not guaranteed, but I'm just saying that could happen. So is this the fall that we're actually going to get here? So everything that was rallying to the upside, now that it's at 10:03 a.m. or just after lunch, NYSE, would this be the time when price action capitulates and then hopefully Fed chair tells us some good news and then the thing just rallies? Could it be? I have no idea. But I'm like really, and I'm making a mistake. I'm making a mistake right now even saying that out loud. I'm like, you already know that there's nothing I can do to trade either way, right? But I would honestly stay cash and just damn. As I cannot see. I can't see. I really can't see. Yeah, it really is. Ian Tucker, it is straight up speculation at its finest. 418.50. Yeah, so my range is right around there too, 418.33. And in respects to the EMA 21, it's at 417.39, which has I do give it a lot of credit. Bob, definitely keep sharp. Fed Chair Powell should be speaking at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. So apparently 11:30 a.m. Pacific. That was for you, Peter. So watch out for that, team. You don't want to be. Yeah, you don't want to be. You want to be risk off when he starts speaking. The moment he starts speaking, please just try to be risk off. Man, everything is like it's at a standstill right now. You know that saying, you know, it's it's quiet before the storm. You know that it literally feels like that right now. It feels like all hell is gonna unleash as soon as that freaking man starts talking. In the movie Hook, Rufio says, "You man, you stupid man, you stupid man." Oh my goodness. He's gonna make it go wild, bro. Yeah, Ian, best thing we could do. And that is the press conference. Bob is telling us, thank you, Bob. That's 1:30 CST. Oh, man, yeah, I know, guys. I know that feeling. I know the feeling of wanting to get, wanting to get something during these high volatility times. Yeah, I think so. Sasquatch, I think he's going to release the Kraken all over us. So, Off-Grid Gorilla saying my prediction for Fed speak, let's see, based on recent history, we're going to pump right afterward during and dump before the close. Why does that sound so damn familiar? Yeah, literally, man. This is when portfolios start going. They start going south. Right, guys? Just it's probably better to observe and just see how wild people go. It's really interesting when you're not a part of it and just watch the event happen before your eyes and just watch all the chickens scatter. Oh man. It has been, huh, Off Grid? Let's see. I see rates level. I'm wrong almost all the time. Dude, that's so funny. Man. Jeez, but it's dead. It is dead right now. Wow. I think he says that they're going to pause rates. The market rips, then who knows? That's not financial advice. Base your trades upon that. Yeah, Bob, I think, man, I wonder if he talks to his wife and he's just like, did you hear me when I said that one word and the markets failed? Did you hear me when I said that other word and then the markets ripped? Oh my goodness, dude. FOMC decision in 1 hour. JPOW in 1.5 hours. Oh, man. He literally does, bro. Damn it, Jerome Powell. It'd be like that, team. He, he has that power. I can't say that I wouldn't be doing the same. Flaunting at my wife that I can move the American markets. Just another day in the office. Good deal. Man. Yeah, man, if we can, that's the whole point, man. If we can take the losses, while they're small, might as well take them so we can survive for the next day of trading, right? So, and then also if we know that there is just so much, it's just so much of just nonsense in price action, you know, it's probably better to just stay cash. But I know some daring guys over there, man. But I don't know if I call them daring or if I call them gamblers, right? So that's and some of them get lucky. DTCK, what is that one? DTCK. Oh my goodness. It did a silly little cup. Yeah. One of the very few times that a cup and handle actually works, this dumb formation doesn't do anything. Right? So okay, so let me see. So resistance is said to be at 470. Price action in the 4-hour close reached 470. And this candle here reached 475. I think that, you know, it still has some ascending volume. It may still continue to the upside, but I will have to say, though, that it, you know, it feels like the end is near there. There is a fine line between good and lucky, says Chad Vivian. Later, bro. Be safe, Cryptic. Yeah, it feels like this is probably the tail end of it, team. Oh man, these fluctuations are real, team. I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan over trading the markets with Fed Chair Powell. You literally can't guess. And then if you do, we get trampled. But well, you know, team, we like kind of capitulated here into a slow stop. So let's close it off here, team, and I'll go ahead and make some review videos here. And team, I am not gonna be on live on Friday, and I may be on for a very short period tomorrow. I will update you on that, as there's a family trip. So, don't think that I'm like ignoring people, because definitely not. 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. Nice. Sasquatch. Yeah, Bob, the Apple, it actually beat the EMA 55. No resistance anymore. All right, you guys, I appreciate everybody for coming by. Really, really love it. Let's go ahead and keep up tonight, and I'll see about streaming tomorrow. But for sure, I won't be in on Friday. Okay, team. But I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for you know, Cyber Sultan. Thank you so much for witnessing just spam bots and hates. Sasquatch, love you, buddy. Ian Tucker, I'm gonna catch you later. Off Grid Gorilla, adios. George T. Run from no smoke, never. Aiden, I'll catch you later. Rosy Gray Glasses, adios. Dark Zenon 93. Techno, I'm gonna catch you guys later, man. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. See you later, gal. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very good rest of your day. I will catch you at the bell, hopefully, mañana. Adios!